That always threw me off,
Put
right?
it way too close in mine, man.
It was so funny.
It's like I was choking on the fucking microphone.
That's all right, man. I'm gonna.
Yeah, like right there is good. I put it way too high on my
I
top.
might take
Yeah.
you guys. Let me transfer these calls.
It's basically like a Star Trek thing where you go like, deep,
Yep.
beat me up, Scatty.
I need to call my guy and give him a heads up, like, hey, I'm about to transfer all the calls to you.
Okay, well we're recording, by the way.
Are we?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll edit this out. I'll edit some of it out.
No, you won't.
Oh,
Some of it will be hilarious, though. Is you nice and comfy?
I am.
Good.
Just got to transfer these calls.
I didn't think about pillows being necessary.
Hey, man,
I know they're
I
giant.
feel like
chairs.
fucking over here.
Oh, man, you barely touched the ground.
I do have a stool if you want, like a footstool.
Oh,
I don't want to insult anybody, but these are like extra large chairs. These are built for people that are about 700 pounds.
Yeah, dude, I set this thing up. Freaking spellbound. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
People can take naps in these. I was like Coy's girlfriend. Like she would, she could probably like curl up into a ball, and she would just fit right in this thing.
Take a quarter of the chair.
Yeah, if that, they could both fit in the chair. I bet.
Yeah.
I would get me a little lady.
Give me a little.
Dude, I had a date, but she was. I think she was catfishing me.
Yeah, be careful.
Like she was hot as hell in her photos, and then I realized that her phone was like smaller than it should be, and then also her earbuds had the cord on them. They're like, oh man, this is like at least 10 years old. Dang it! And we had like a date set up and everything, and then she ghosted me. Like, dang it!
That's Suki.
The internet is fickle.
I hate it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm so done with the internet, except for YouTube
And memes.
and memes.
Always memes.
Memes are fun. I need to learn how to do those.
It's just take a stupid ass idea and find a picture that goes with it.
Yeah,
Meme, like
that's all it is. Well, it's a good time to stretch again. No, I've been going to the gym. I'm getting swole.
That's good. I'm gonna eat more.
Good. You need that. You're skinny as hell, dude.
No, bro, it's terrible.
I have the opposite.
My belts are getting smaller. It's kind of cool.
That's good.
It is.
Mine are getting bigger.
Are they? That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to put another notch in my belt the other day.
Belts one day.
Maybe. You could probably wrap mine around you like 3 times.
Taylor 2 times.
Yeah, 2-time Taylor.
2 times. Wrap it 2 times. Okay.
That'd be a thing if you were like that kid from Little Rascals that explained himself all the time. It'd be 2-time Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was The Sandlot. Oh, so good, dude. So good. Mr. Business over here.
I finally figured out how to transfer calls over. It's so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you,
I don't
man.
have to worry about that thing ringing at all.
An accomplishment on camera.
Now I feel like I'm actually off work.
There we go.
All right.
Now, did we get your tea and everything?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, let's get
I
your
got to
tea.
get my tea and I got to get your present.
Oh, yeah, I definitely like presents. But I also enjoy your presents. Puns. The beginning to this podcast is going to be very funny.
It's going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like humor?
We're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I did bring my team's flag. That I don't know if you want to hang it up or not, but I did bring it.
Yeah, why not? We'll figure out how we can do that.
And of course, I brought you one of our patches because I know.
Oh,
you
well, thanks,
have
man.
one.
We're just falling everywhere.
And that's probably coins.
Was that me? Or oh, yeah.
Here's a couple of our pins.
Oh, cool.
That's for March of Madness.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. All right, well, let me show the camera. So we're getting started here, I guess. Here's a G-Unit patch. G-Unit. And here's the March Madness pin. You can kind of see that all right. The other one's the same, too. Sweet. Yeah, let's put up your flag.
Awesome, man.
We haven't done that
Look at that
before.
nice wall. Like
Yeah.
a little bit of everything, huh?
Yeah, I've got a problem. It's not very centered.
That'll be all right.
On the fly.
Yeah, it's on the fly.
Yeah,
It's all right.
surprise.
Yeah. All right. Well, finally, welcome to Adventures in Podcasting number 6, I think. Here with Stevie, a.k.a. Smoke. leader of G Unit. Let me go ahead and open up my beer here so we can get ourselves a clinky. I'm having the best beer in the world here, Hockershore. So, welcome to the podcast, buddy. Let's get ourselves a clinky here.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome here. I guess you guys saw that I got the G Unit patch here to add to the wall. Thank you again for that. It's awesome. I've been coveting a G Unit patch.
Long overdue.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm also smoking the Cuban cigar that I got from Brian at Outdoor Extreme Hudson, which is a field I think you guys are going to really enjoy.
Yeah, we haven't got to go to the one in Hudson yet.
It's fantastic.
And it's already open, right?
Yeah, they're having a big player appreciation day, March 26th, I want to say.
Okay.
That's going to be my next day in the field, I think.
Cool. You coming to March of Madness?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, man, we got to get you there.
I know. I haven't bought a ticket yet, but I'm also I'm in a weird space where I'm trying to take off from Airsoft for a bit, but... Like Taylor was telling me that it has this kind of boogaloo aspect to it, which I'm kind of digging.
Yeah, it has a good storyline, I think.
Am I allowed to say boogaloo? Is that a bad word?
We're not monetized, so I think we still say whatever the hell we want.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, Taylor is here in the background.
Just being breezy.
Just being breezy. I don't know if you get picked up on camera or on mic or not, but I have no idea.
We'll find out.
By the way, if I can make it to March Madness, I will.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time. I like that we set it up to where there's 3 factions.
Yeah.
So it's not just green versus tan. It's
right.
a little bit of mixture. And then there's a 4th faction that's like Special Forces, Secret Service, and that's going to be G Unit.
Okay.
And Levi and the Squirrels and all that stuff.
Right.
Sweet.
It's going to be a good time. But their main goal is just to protect the president and lead scientists, which is Deadpool and Miller.
So Deadpool's the president?
Yep.
he looks like a president.
Yeah.
Is he going to be wearing a suit?
I told him to wear a suit, man. I think that'd be awesome.
I can't imagine Deadpool in a suit.
No. His Deadpool suit.
Oh, his Deadpool
Yeah.
suit. Oh my God, that's even funnier.
And then
More applicable though.
Miller, he'll of course be in the lab coat, but they're going to be set up like jugs, so they'll have the tinkered things on them.
Okay.
The ting plates, and it'll be a good time.
Perfect.
So that's basically Secret Service's goal: protect them at all costs.
Okay.
And then the other 3 factions are basically trying to capture a flag from each of the other 2 territories and then bring them back to their headquarters. And as they're doing that, they get intel drops. Like, hey, here's supply drops. Hey, here's the last known location of the president or the scientist or certain things like that.
Okay.
But, yeah, man, it's going to be a good time.
Sounds fun. It's March 9th, right?
Yep, March 9th.
At Warzone Airsoft?
Yes, and if you buy your ticket like prepay or pre-order, you basically get the night game free, which we're doing March 8th.
Okay,
We're calling that Friday Night Fights.
Friday Night Fights, okay. I like the theme of all of that that's going on there. How are the ticket sales going?
It's been kind of slow at first, you know what I'm saying? I think, everybody's focused on Mini 6, which is, that's a staple of one of the events that happen every year. So
yeah, it's a great
I totally
event.
understand. Mine, it was lined up to be a week after Mini 6. I'm like, I think we need to push that back at least 2 weeks. And then there's the North and South, which is 2 weeks after ours.
I know.
This is a busy time of the year just because the weather's really perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect in Florida right now.
But I said, man, why not put something in, have something that tries to space it out, because not everybody can go to all of them or whatever. Or if they want to go to all of them, they still got 2 weeks in between each one.
Yeah, that way they can kind of regroup and whatnot.
Yeah. But, so we'll have a night game March 8th, and then the main event March 9th.
Okay.
And then you'll get, so if you pay early for $55, you get the free night game, and you get free camping. And then you, of course, play in the game. And
Is it camping at Warzone?
Yep. You'll be camping there, and the first 150 get a free patch.
Beautiful.
Did you get to see the picture of the patches, man? Oh, man, they're
I
clean.
think I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, they're clean.
Yeah?
They
Yeah,
nice.
definitely show it to me. We'll show it to the camera, too. Or I can put a JPEG of it in here right now. I can put a JPEG in it right now. How about that? But yeah, if I'm able to make it, I'll go. Yeah, that's sweet. I like it. It's a different design, too, when it's square.
It's a little bit bigger than just a normal circle ones, but
Yeah.
I was like, I want a detail. So I'm like, make it a little bit bigger.
I get it. What's the OF?
March of Madness.
Oh, okay. I thought that was something else that you were doing. Maybe Smoke's side project.
Oh, brother.
We get to see another side of Smoke.
How big is it? It looks like
My OnlyFans.
is it like 5 inches by 5 inches?
That's 4x4.
4 by 4?
Yeah.
This has got freezing just
So
written
it's gonna
all over
be-
it right
It's
now.
probably a good
Heck yeah.
size, but
Good
it's
pattern.
going to have detail. Something that'll be really fancy on that
Yeah,
wall.
look
Yeah.
at the wall, absolutely.
I do love fancy things for the wall, as you can tell by a lot of the unused guns that I have here.
Sorry to cover up most of it with the flag.
It's fine, man. I like the flag. I think it looks good. I'm gonna get some flags made of my channel as well.
Yep.
I think it's a great idea, and it's
Well, our whole first year as actually being a team, we just ran green, which was great. You know, we went to a lot of great events and killed it. But we were like, all right, what if we could go to tan? You know, what if we go to tan and bring them a victory? You know, and then we started doing that. You know, so now we have both setups, so now we can go either side. And sometimes we'll be asked when we get there to an event, they're like, man, this side's way overweight.
Yep.
Can you switch for us? And I'll be like, yep, we'll go change into our gear and switch sides. You know, to make it a fair fight.
yeah, it's great to be versatile that way. I always found it weird when people just they want to stick with one color.
Yeah.
Period. I
They're
get
like-
it from a financial perspective.
Yeah. And
'Cause
some
it's
people, they
expensive.
just like that, you know, they like that camo or whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's one thing, another thing about March of Madness. You can choose from a lot of different perspectives. You can choose by what CO you like.
Mm-hmm.
Bratcher's going to be one, Boyle's going to be one, and Doc's going to be one. He's the,
All great people.
yeah. And they get into it, they give it their all. So I think it'll be strong competition all the way around.
I think so too. What are the color factions? Like, are there designated colors?
Boyle is civilian, and he's the Patriots.
And that's the
And
Boogaloo thing, right?
the Eagle.
Eagle.
Yep. And then you have the Extremists. That's the two guns with the Reapers.
Okay.
That's Bratcher. They're going to be in green camo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Hard Knocks. That's tan. That's Doc.
Okay.
So you can go by if you like the certain CO, if you like the certain color. And then I also already put out the map. And the map has 3 territories. You might want this territory. You
Mm-hmm.
might want to defend this territory. Or be like, look, this one's probably the best defense. Whatever, if you know the field. You know?
Right.
So you can choose from all these different perspectives, however you want to really make your selection.
Well, how are the different field selections made up?
Basically, and here's
Essex City is one of them.
the way that it's set up. Here, let me just pull it up here. There's 3 territories, but only the COs know where their headquarters is. They get to choose it themselves. So nobody else is going to know unless they tell their guys, like, hey, you know, this is the area I chose. So each one has a territory. So if you're the Patriots, you don't know where the Extremist headquarters is. You don't know where the Hard Knocks headquarters is. You have to go search for it and then steal one of their flags from their, which is going to be on the outskirts of their headquarters. Go steal it from there, bring it back to your headquarters.
Okay.
Once you get it there back into your post, now you get an intel drop. You know, when you get that intel drop, now they're gonna be like, here's all these locations across the map that are supply drops. You go there, find the supply drop with your tape, you know, color. You grab it, bring it back for points. You know, once you get back one flag from both factions, that's when you get the second intel, which is showing you the last location of the president and scientist.
Interesting.
Because I'm going to have them start in one area, but I might have them move. You know, so that intel drop's going to come in handy, so you'll know where they're at.
Okay.
And nobody can capture the president and scientists until they have one flag from each of the other 2 factions.
Okay. So you can't just jump the gun.
Right. So that way, certain missions will be unlocked in steps, you know, to kind of keep it at flow. And so maybe once this one faction went and got one flag from each, and now they're going after the president, well, now they just left their base unlocked. Now these other 2 can try to get that flag that they got to get. You know, so it's going to make the COs really think, all right, do we always have someone on defense? Do we be aggressive and just send out, you know, an assault crew? So it can be played so many different ways.
I like that. It's kind of
And then once you get the president and scientists back, you have to extract them at a certain time. At like 4:30, if you're still holding, you get the 3rd envelope. that's where you have to extract him to. Now,
Okay.
the other two factions are still trying to take him back, and Secret Service is probably going to be pissed that you took him. So
Yeah.
they're probably going to be coming after you, too.
Yeah,
So
I'd imagine.
it's going to be just fighting over everywhere out there.
Beautiful.
I love Warzone, too. That place is like,
It's a great field.
it's really my favorite field out of all the fields in Florida. I might be a little biased because it is our headquarters,
Right.
but literally it has everything, you can ask for in airsoft.
It does. I mean, the only thing it doesn't have is indoor play.
Yeah, and really the city is just as much CQB as Battalion and these other places that I've been. I haven't been to CIA yet. I want to check that place out.
CIA has way more CQB. I mean, that's all it is. Except for the Speedsoft Arena, which is all
And
Speedsoft.
you've been to the Outdoor Extreme in Orlando.
Yeah.
That one's,
Yeah.
it has a lot.
So
of
Outdoor Extreme Hudson is pretty much the same thing, minus the bridges. But
Oh, okay.
they're looking to put stuff like that in. They have trenches there. They've got a
I
field
really
they call
like
Vietnam.
I really like Desi and Zach, all them guys down there.
They're great people.
They're great people.
You'll like the guy
They
at
put a
Outdoor
lot
Extreme.
into their field. You can see how much they've grown in just a year's time.
I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, me too.
And,
I'm looking forward to this event, Mini 6, man.
yeah, you're going to have fun there, man.
I told my guys, I'm like, you already know, I'm going to have to shoot somebody. I know I've been named CO, but I don't give a damn. I'm shooting somebody.
Well, Pops was CEO at Casavac, and he was out there shooting people, got
Yeah.
a good battlefield interview and
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Laz was the same. Laz held it back pretty good the first few hours, but then he was ready to let loose. You just, if you love the sport, you want to get out there in it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, because it's not real combat, so it's not like you're dying and losing intel
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
exactly.
You're just having fun. And honestly, when you see the COs out there, like at PFC Jamie Riley game, when we were storming towards the end, Matt Boyle was right next to me when
Yeah.
I was running up there shooting. That's why I put him in the thumbnail, just to say, like, hey, there's our CO right there on the front line shooting with us,
That's cool.
which, was probably not strategically a great idea, but
But still, it's all part of it, and it's like,
It's
if
just
you're
fun.
not having fun, then what are you out there doing?
you're
Why are
paying
you
money for nothing.
Yeah.
You may as well just have a gym membership.
Yeah.
You'll get more out of it.
Probably.
You know?
This is the only workout I do. So it's like, my gym membership is like twice a month. Saturdays only.
Yeah, but you're in shape. You're not like a giant fat guy like I am. I have to go to the gym.
I
Otherwise,
will say, all my guys, before Casavac, I had them all running. We're all running, trying to get in shape, trying to see. So they're all posting their times. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go out here and run 1.5 miles. Just see what I can do.
it's hard.
And I ran it in like 9.5 minutes. And I was like, damn. Like, I still got it. And I just turned 39. So I'm like, you know what?
Good for
I
you.
think I'm doing all right.
Good for you. You're a year older than me. That's way like I can run like a half mile right now. That I start wheezing and stuff like that.
You just don't run fast. You just get a good pace.
Yeah, I trot. I call it a trot. I let everything jiggle. I hate
You
it.
probably take big steps too. So
I do, but like when you're running on a treadmill, I'm not used to running on a treadmill.
you
It's
got
a
to
little
get
different.
outside. You gotta
I know.
Get you some fresh air. That fresh air helps out a lot.
know.
I'm not good with gyms. I never have been.
I was talking to Taylor about it, like the past couple times I come back from the gym, like my throat has been sore because I think it's like germs in the air or something, or the fact that I smoke cigars. Could be one of the two.
Right. I'll be honest with you. I used to smoke Black and Milds, the cigars.
Yeah.
I was smoking a pack a day for like 10 years, and I could not run worth a shit. I couldn't breathe. And then I
Right.
went to these vapes, and I know these ain't good for you either, but at the same time, I got so much better oxygen intake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot better. I think it's better.
Yeah, I know. I only smoke these when I'm doing the podcast or if I'm at Airsoft. I don't normally smoke cigars, but yeah, this Hoyo de Monterrey Habana Epicure Especial.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
But you don't inhale cigars, right?
I don't.
Right.
Now, see, I did.
The Black and Milds, of course.
I mean, I was over there just freaking that thing, getting that thing
I did
right.
the whole black and mild thing too.
It's still hard to smell them. When I come up and unlock customers and I'm like, oh, you mo. Like, you got to.
Does this bother you at all though?
No.
Okay.
No. I'll tell you the one smoke I really don't like, and that's cigarette smoke.
Same.
Yeah, bro. When you quit that, it's just disgusting.
I did.
It's I can't be around it anymore. And I hate to even be like that because I used to make fun of those people.
Same.
I used to think that I'm like, damn, like I really smelled straight like tobacco for how long after?
Like you
it's not even tobacco. You smell
how
like
long
ash.
ago was it that you smoked a cigarette? They're like, oh, like a half hour ago. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's that strong.
It really is.
It sticks on you. I mean, cigar smoke sticks on you too, but cigar smoke smells good.
Yeah.
But like Tim fired up a cigar after smoking the cigarette, and like once he left, like the room just smelled off. Like I had to open up both the windows, light candles, turn on the fan. It was like, man, it doesn't smell like cigars.
I mean, I'll smoke these little things every damn where.
Yeah.
Store, I don't give a shit.
Is there's no real proof that they're that bad. It's just people saying that they're worse. But I know what cigarettes do.
Yeah.
They'll kill you. So until the
and
proof,
I can just tell once you start, when you take a week, 2 weeks off of those and start smoking vapes and not tobacco, you'll realize how much better you're breathing.
Off of these?
Yeah. Well, but you don't inhale it, so you're probably not as bad.
Right. I don't inhale. I've never. The only cigar I inhaled was when I was like 12 years old, and my friends and I stole some one of their dad's cigars.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there like, you want to inhale it? Like, I hear people die when they inhale this. And we do that, we're like, we didn't die. Like, the world is a lie!
My dad smoked the Grenadiers, the big cigars.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, and me and my buddy got one. And we went over there to his Bronco, and we had a box of matches, and we lit that thing up, and we sat there and smoked this cigar till, bro, we were green.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my brother opened up, he's puking, and we finally come stumbling out the damn truck, and my dad's up there on the porch just laughing.
Oh, yeah.
He knew he was out. I'm like, you knew he was there? He's like, oh, yeah. He was like, but why am I going to stop you? I figured I'd let you learn the hard way. I tell you what, I was like, never again.
Dude, my buddy Marcus, I gave him his first cigar ever when my dad and I were smoking cigars, and he came over, and he wanted one. He's from Haiti, so he's a black guy, like dark-skinned black. I swear to God, he actually did start to turn green because like he was smoking. He's like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I can't finish this.
He's probably drunk as hell. I am dizzy as fuck.
You look at him, it's like, oh man, he's about to puke. Like you might want to go sit by the canal or something, man. Like get out of the house, go to the bathroom or something. But cigars aren't for everybody, and I respect that. Just if you have some fine cigars, send them my way. You don't like them.
So how long have you been in the sport?
In airsoft?
Yeah.
Probably about 2 years.
Okay, so we're about to say I'm about 2.5.
What got you started in airsoft?
Honestly, when I first opened my business, I worked 26 months straight.
What's your business? You want to plug it?
24/7 Lockout King. We do lockouts and make keys, program, unlock cars, unlock houses, businesses. I do a little bit of all the angles compared to just doing automotive or just doing residential or just commercial. I do a little bit of all of it.
Okay.
And
diversify.
And that way, and then I reach out like 45 minutes in every direction where I have a location. I have one in Stark and one in Gainesville.
Okay.
I'm hoping to have one here in Orlando this summer.
By the sounds of it, your phone has been going nonstop since you got here. I'd imagine that's not going to be too much of a problem for you.
Y'all know, Ghost on my team, 80s. He's going to be the one that's going to be running. It's going to be like a franchise deal, so he's going to be taking that over down there in Orlando.
Beautiful.
And he's a killer salesman.
Hell yeah.
And he's a go-getter, so.
Yeah, make sure you give me the information, and I'll put it in the description of the video.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
That way people have that. But
so
yeah.
I worked 26 days or months straight, and my little brother's like, hey, man, like, take a day off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I can. He was like, look, and I did have an employee at that time, but still I was always answering that phone. He was like, just transfer the calls over to him. And him and his girl taught me how to transfer calls.
Oh,
and
perfect.
that's where, so I was like, all right. And I transferred it over to him, and I went out there and played one day. And I was in like gym shorts and a wife beater and a rental. I'm like, let's get it. This is like BB Wars.
That's the way to start, man.
I shot like maybe 15 people that day, but it was just because I didn't have the range. I could see a lot of people, I just couldn't reach them.
Right.
And then, but I was hooked. I came out there like almost every weekend for like 2 months. And then I got me some started wearing my camos. I bought me a Novridge, the SSR 15.
Okay.
And which they don't even sell that one no more, but it's to me like the holy grail. Some people had luck with it, some didn't.
Right.
But I never changed anything in mine. It's still all factory. I've had to change the spring like twice in 2 years.
That's not bad, dude.
No.
That's not bad at all.
I did have to, like, the wires kind of rub down raw on it where the motor rubbed it.
Mhm.
Just had to get that resoldered. But other than that, it's been perfect. So I bought that gun. Then literally I can shoot something that's 230 feet away from me.
Hell yeah,
So
dude.
it's just like, my kill ratio went straight up, and I was like, oh, this is shit. Within a couple months of playing out there, then you see the camaraderie of all the other guys out there. You see the brotherhood and stuff, and it's like, man, that's what I was missing from the firefighter. You know, with the firefighter, and once I lost, got in that accident, I lost it. You lose that brotherhood, and it's just like it was hard to deal with. So once I seen it, I was like, I saw it again. I'm like, damn, I want to be a part of this. And you can see, like, airsoft is all about honor.
It is.
It ain't paintball where you see that you shot somebody. No, they have to call their hit, because people ask all the time, especially paintballers, oh, well, how do you know if you hit somebody? They call their hit.
They tell you they
Now,
do.
there's plenty times, and it's happened to me and every person that's played. You get shot places, you might not have felt it,
Yeah, and you
but
don't
that's
hear
when the
it.
guy beside you says, hey, you just got hit.
Yep.
And you see that time and time again. I've told my own guys. My own guys have told me, Deadpool was called Smoke. You got shot in the back of your carrier when you diving over that cover. And I'm like, all right, hit,
Yep.
And it's just part of it. So it's all about honor. So all of that, I was like, man, this is like what I want to be. I want to
It's
be
beautiful.
a part of this, just because it keeps you in shape. Like literally, when I got up to cover and I would go to like lean out, I would fall over because my back was so weak, and I didn't use the muscles for 10 years after that wreck.
Right.
And now I can be on my back and I can just lean up halfway and just.
Yeah, I normally see you
like-
crouching somewhere and shooting.
Yeah. Oh, I stay low.
Yeah.
I stay low.
As
I
you
make
should.
that target as small as it can be, where I know I'm covered, and especially if I have my team out there. We work so well together that we know if we hit cover, I know I never have to look left. He's looking left, I'm looking right, or vice versa.
Right.
And
That's a good part of being on a team like yours, because you guys train together all the time, and it's a fairly small team.
yeah,
How many people are on G Unit?
12.
Okay, that's pretty small.
6 and 6. That's perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's not too big, not too much. We hear a lot of the times from other teams or field owners or just random players are like, man, G Unit, y'all never stick together. I'm like, do you don't realize what G Unit stands for? Is guerrilla unit. We are guerrilla warfare. Warfare. Like, we hit you from multiple sides. We're all on comms.
Right.
So we're talking and communicating. We're just covering as many angles as we can. We're not just all 12 guys in one building.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah,
so it's like chaotic or poetic chaos. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we know what we're doing, and we're all at the same goal, and we're working together, communicating, and we just hit you from so many angles. That's really what we do best.
and that's what I love about Miller on your team. He is he's one of
You
the
gotta love
sneakiest
Miller.
people in the world.
Everywhere, dude.
I got a picture of him. He was
I had to
literally
get that
laying
Aries
down.
Alpha app just to keep up with him. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
now I can track him wherever he goes. I'm like, Miller, like we was at Red Mortar. He was up there at Boat Base, and I'm like, fuck, Miller.
Everywhere. Every time I turned around in a different location,
Oh, yeah.
there's Miller.
Yeah.
I love Miller, man.
I got
Everybody loves
pictures
Miller.
of him just laying down, just like chilling with his gun right here.
On his foot, yeah.
And like
He's just sitting back.
he was messing with our own team because he saw them like they're having some issues with their emotions or whatever. They're freaking out. So he was just like shooting near them and like getting them to move away. And he was just like, ting, 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 I want you to go left. So he's shooting on the right. He's moving on the left. And I'm taking pictures of like, I don't know. Like, I don't think this is against the rules or anything, but that's hilarious. And then, like, 10 minutes later, the guy is the guy that I tell everybody about that had that temper tantrum, so he's gunned down or
He was-
yelling at Tori.
He was airsoft mad.
He was airsoft mad for sure. He had some underlying issues there, but
Yeah, and it happens. I mean, one thing I don't think anyone's ever seen out of me is that I don't let it get to me like that. You gotta have fun with it. And I know it's like literally my only time that I get to go there, check out from being boss and dispatch and all the other responsibilities that come into the real world.
Right.
You get to get there and just focus on that little task at hand, and I always tell people my body is like physically beat, tired when I leave there, but I'm mentally, it's like a reboot.
It's like the gym. I feel the same way when I leave the gym. It's the same way when I leave the airsoft field.
Yeah.
So at the airsoft field, I'm more tired because I talk to people too. So I have many very small
there like
conversations.
an hour, 2 hours. I'm steadily like at last like, oh shit, I'm trying to load up my shit, which I have to get better about that because you're right. So many people want to talk, and which I like talking and mingling with everybody, but I might have to start loading my shit up the night before.
Yeah, it's not.
I try not to do that to my mags, but I'm like, you know what? I've got to skip a few of these steps.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like the one time during the week that we all get together to talk. You know, I know we were talking earlier off camera about I'm taking a camping trip this weekend. We were talking about bushcraft and Bigfoot and stuff like that.
Going surviving.
Yeah, and
no food, no water.
Yeah, maybe we'll do one of those. Get a camping trip of a bunch of people.
I'd be down. I already know a few of my guys would be down to do it.
Oh yeah, like just leave the airsoft stuff at home and we'll just go there.
Bratcher, you'd probably be down.
I'm down.
Oh man, we got a crew right there. We gonna be eating good.
I guarantee you, Ruger and Bratcher will be there.
Oh yeah,
and the rest of the Push Squad. Probably get some of Lucifer's Wolves. Like let's just pick a date and we'll have a camp out. We'll do it right. We need to definitely be isolated.
It's gonna be like backpacking, just whatever you can carry on your back.
Yep.
Yeah,
make it as heavy as you want.
I've got my day pack, and that's all I need.
Yep.
I got that down to a science.
I got a little hammock that'll be in a ball.
Same.
Just stretch it between two trees. I'm good.
I've got a hammock. I got an underquilt too for when it gets cold. And if it's not cold, that's my blanket.
That was one thing we did not check when we went surviving. We did not think it was going to get cold. And it got so cold. You were sleeping. Like, here's the fire. You're sleeping beside that joker.
That's normally how it is. That's how survival is, dude. Unless you get smart about it and you build it next to, like, an escarpment or something.
Yeah.
Or you have a lean-to.
I was trying to make mine like a rotisserie. I was trying to swing over that joker with my hand. It was so cold. It was freezing.
That's when you have to get into bushcraft. You actually have to build a lean-to because that'll capture the heat.
Yeah, and it'll stop that wind because that wind is
harsh, especially in a hammock. But you told me a story about your experiences camping with the mysteriously unknown.
Something.
Do you want your tinfoil? Do you want a tinfoil helmet for this? I mean, we're talking the big B word here.
Oh yeah. Oh, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Well,
my cousin.
All I can say is there was something out there other than us, and it was like nothing I've ever heard.
It may have been a giant homeless person too. You never know.
That's horrible.
Some guy my size that life didn't go too well, and he's just like, I'll go to the woods and just start messing with people. They leave fried chicken and stuff like that for Bigfoot on those shows all the time. Like, I would do that. You just go out there, you get, like, moderately cold fried chicken.
Oh, God.
Canned goods, candy and stuff.
Yeah. But honestly, really with what, on the calendar that we have coming up, we got Mini Six. That's this weekend. So
yeah.
That's going to be, and honestly.
Are you going to that?
Oh, yeah. I got named CO.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My bad.
It's all good. I got.
There's so much going on.
Yeah. And so we got the Mini Six coming up, and we're running tan on that or civilian.
Okay.
Easy. Are you going to that?
No, I'm sitting that one out. I need to definitely.
You definitely got to do March Madness.
I know. I'm going to try to. I know that's.
Get him there.
I know that's your first event, right?
Yeah, it's our. I mean, we had a.
Is it your first event or is it G Units?
It's G Units. Okay. And we tipped our toe in it, about a year ago at Wasteland with G Unit Skirmish, just to see if we could put somewhat of a game mode up and all that. And it worked out good, but I could see right then. Okay, I could have done this here. I could have done that there.
Right.
And of course all the guys out there and their input and everything like that. But this is our first big event. Where we're trying to get 100 plus, 150, 200 people out there. And, I mean, it says on our thing there's a lot of people interested in it and that are going. So we'll hopefully get the numbers there that way, because there's going to be a lot of stuff the infections have to do. It's going to be hard for them to do it if they don't have the numbers.
It's only one day.
It's
besides
one day,
the night game.
Unless you want to come to March 8th.
So what if I said, even if I don't want to play, because I'm kind of like in this weird transition period, but I'll put on the red vest and I'll do weird stuff.
I mean, if you want to come out and be press,
I can do press.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
I honestly think all the events need
I think so.
combat correspondent.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Are you going to make me wear the UN helmet, or can I go without that? Because apparently that's
Don't
one of
wear
those
the
Nielsen
UN
requirements.
This is like,
if you see boys in Hawaiian shirts, don't wear the UN helmet.
Well, that was kind of my plan. Maybe resurrect
you'll
Raul.
probably get shot. I don't know how some of y'all admins do it, walking out there with no headgear and all that. I'll probably be the only admin out there with a helmet. And I don't wear a face shield, but I feel like I'm going to get shot in the face. So I'm probably going to wear a face shield.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to carry too. If you
like
shoot me, I'm probably going to shoot you back. Just to put that out there.
I mean, if you're CO, I mean, you're going to be.
Well, no. This is
Oh, you're talking about
March
your
Madness.
okay.
See, there is a lot of stuff going on. It kind of
Yeah.
when Matt called me and asked me to be the CO, I was like honored, so I was like, definitely.
Yeah.
And then it hit me. I'm like, oh shit! Our event's 1 week after that. All right, I need to definitely push that back 1 week. So luckily,
That's a lot on your plate.
yeah.
In a short time.
For some reason, I like to keep my plate full.
It
It seems like as soon as I finish something else, let's put this over here.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
staying active keeps all the demons at bay.
It really just keeps you. Yeah, it keeps you focused and
Mhm.
it keeps you just on the task at hand.
Yeah, I love it. So, I've asked a lot of people this, like, what is there like a dream field that you want to play at? Because I know you just said that Warzone is like your favorite here in Florida.
Well, I'll tell you my most favorite out of all the fields I've ever been to, and that's the Guardian Center. This is where Sirius Viking is. Have you been to that one yet?
Not yet. I'm planning on going.
Y'all have to come this year. Like, if you do one event a year, that's the one to come to.
Sirius Viking.
Yep. And it's normally in September, so it's a little hotter, but this year it's in December, so it's going to be a lot cooler. And it's literally like 100 acres. They got like almost 1.5 miles of substations. It's like a big, just figure a big warehouse that's as long as a 1/4 mile, then a 1/4 mile and a 1/2 mile and all that stuff. And then they got train carts in there where old subway carts have fallen off, so you're like fighting through the subway. It's all blacked out. And then when you come out into the city, you'll have 5-story, 6-story buildings and all that stuff. And it's like where the military go and train and all that stuff.
Interesting. That sounds really good.
Where's that at?
It's in Georgia.
Okay.
And it's the Guardian Center.
Okay. Yeah, I'm.
I think it's Perry, Georgia.
Yeah, Perry,
Yeah,
Georgia.
there's a area.
Yeah.
I've been invited there several times. It's just
We didn't get to go last year. We bought tickets
Same.
for it, but they moved it back. And it moved it right like a week, like right before Cassavac. And I was like, no, I can't. Cassavac was a great field. I can't wait to go back there.
it's going to be amazing. And the second time around, like, the first time you do anything, there's going to be mistakes that you have to
Oh, yeah.
correct. This time around, I think they found I think it's going to be amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Like even down to like the camping and like where everybody's staying. Like do not stay at the Knights Inn Hotel. Screw you guys. Okay, how dare you have a hot tub with no hot water? My God.
Did it have bubbles?
I guess so, but it was also
Like, I
filled
didn't
with
do it.
cubes.
Like, this shit's cold as fuck.
It was horrible,
Just
dude.
pee in it.
It was disgusting. I probably should have, but like I even told the guy, like, I'm a commercial property inspector, and like I reviewed the reviews, and it said that you had hot water problems like 6 months ago, and I come here and it's like ice cold. You son of a bitch.
You're like, oh, it broke again? This motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
Just a bit.
That's pretty much how he
You
addressed
should have
it.
been here yesterday.
That's how they do it. And they're like, yeah, well, I'm going to have someone fix that tomorrow. Like, yeah, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so it
It's
doesn't matter.
working fine, man.
But don't stay at the Knights Inn.
We got an awesome Airbnb.
That's what I'm doing next
And
time. Or I'm
it was
bringing a camper.
affordable, and a few guys split it, and it was awesome. So that's
That's my plan. My whole Cassavac experience was kind of like crazy
yeah.
in general. I had to find that hotel at the last minute, so
Oh man!
it was one of those things that I just didn't have much of a choice.
As soon as I found out we were going, I called down there and I put a credit card on file. Like, yep, book me that room, please.
It's smart.
Yeah, just in case. And
That's what I'll do right when he announces Cassavac for the next one.
that's the best thing to do. That way you know you got a spot. And then
Mhm.
if you end up getting an Airbnb like I ended up doing, I just one of the other teammates needed, was wanting it,
Right.
so they took it.
I'm lucky. My neighbor's got a camper, and he likes to play airsoft every once in a while.
Dude,
I'll convince him to go to that.
I wish
We'll
I
go
could get my
Casbah.
mom's fifth wheel. That'd be nice.
Oh,
He sleeps like 8.
my grandparents had a fifth wheel. I basically grew up in the summers on a fifth wheel all throughout the country, mainly Florida.
Yeah.
But like they took that fifth wheel. They went crazy. They took it up to Alaska, all around down California, and into Mexico.
Oh, shit.
And we flew into Mexico and actually went through Mexico in a fifth wheel camper with them.
Oh, that's cool.
And like the only weird thing is when we pulled up on like a bunch of soldiers that had like a 50 cal.
And they wanted to search you?
Well, they didn't want to search us. They came up because they had my grandpa roll down the window and they're like, "Hey, Gringo, you don't want to be here right now."
He's like,
And my grandpa was like, "Yeah, you're right. Can you help me turn this thing around?" I was like, "Yeah." He
Yes,
sent
we
a couple
can.
soldiers, and they were doing the whole like, "Yeah, go that way." You know?
I'm all right. All right, good. See you later.
We turned around, we all waved at him like, "Thank you, good luck."
Holy
But like,
shit.
luckily they were good guys, because like you see those videos where like the bad guys come up, man, it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But so I'm curious, what were you into besides airsoft and besides being a business owner? Obviously, you got to have some other hobby.
I mean, honestly, those are the two, and then I'm a full-time dad, single dad.
I've seen the photos. You've got a cute little girl.
Yep, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's my motivation. So it's like, and then I give so much time to airsoft and work. I try to give her the rest of the time.
How old is she?
She's turning 8 this March.
Okay, I don't know kids' ages.
She's tiny. She was only 3.5 pounds when she was born.
Yeah, I was going to
she was,
recommend that she plays with Tim's kid, but Tim's kid is like, I think he said like a year and a half. I can't tell. I've
Yeah.
never had a kid, so I don't understand all the different.
She's good with all kids.
Yeah.
That's one thing. She likes playing mom and like babysitter because the big girls do the same thing with her. So that's what she does to the baby.
Okay, so she passes it on,
Yeah,
so to speak. That's the way she's learned.
but really, that's pretty much soaks up all my time.
I can imagine, and it's important to have family.
You gotta have family. I mean, I was living up there in Tennessee. I moved up there for like 4 years, and that's where I became a locksmith at. But that's where I had my baby girl.
Yeah.
But after she turned 3, I'm like, man, it's time to get back. So she can know my mom, my dad, my sister, all of her cousins. My
Right.
family is so big. So I always thought like home is where you made it. But really, to me, home is where your family and loved ones are.
Right.
So that's why I came back and put all my eggs in the basket, opened up my own business. And then 6 months later, COVID kicked off. I'm like, really? Like, oh man,
Was
a
your
world
business affected by
pandemic?
that?
Like, huh?
Was your business affected by COVID?
Oh yeah. Like nobody was getting out and driving and locking themselves out or needing keys or selling cars and needing a spare key and all that.
Interesting.
I went like a 3-month period and I brought in $3,000.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was, but that's where I was out there pressure washing houses. I was painting houses. I was doing whatever, mowing yards,
Yeah, doing the
gutters, putting up gutters, whatever I had to do. But I told the customer, like, look, if I get a call, I got to go take the call real quick, and then I'll come right back, and I'll
Right.
finish up what I was doing. And so that's what I did.
hustle. Yeah, when you're doing landscaping handyman stuff, that's kind of assumed that that's
Yeah.
kind of a side job.
And see, that's kind of what I've always been around, So it's like I love that work.
Yeah,
I'm one of the people that like to smell the cut grass.
me too.
Yeah.
That's why I cut my lawn and I don't let Taylor do it. By the way, Taylor's tailored for you landscaping design. If you have a yard that you need mowed,
You're probably about to start getting busy.
I am.
Because that
I'm
grass-
picking up accounts pretty quickly, like to the point I'm biting my nails to make sure I've got it all scheduled
That's
correctly.
awesome, man. Hey, but that's a good feeling
It really
too.
is.
It gets
Really.
stressful, but it's like, hey, this is what.
In the end, it's all me. So that's
Yeah.
really what it is. The satisfaction is all mine, and I hate to be selfish with it, but like
Hey.
you said it yourself, putting 120 for a company that will break down or
Oh,
go bankrupt.
Don't
in 5
appreciate you.
years. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't want to pay you what you're worth.
Yep.
That when you get out there on your own, you really find out what you're worth.
Your family
Yeah.
will never remember all those hours that you put into that company.
Oh, yeah.
They'll remember that you weren't home. So
Yep.
that's where I drew the line, man. Having 2 boys myself.
And y'all see, it's like me. It's like it's hard for me to cut it off. It's like
Yeah.
it's hard for me. It's just like you get in that mentality. I gotta take that call. That's a possible call. It's like so you just you get in that mode, and it's just like second nature.
yeah,
And I mean, it took my little brother saying, "Bro, like take a break, take a day off. Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, just 8 hours. Like, come out here with us.
My neighbor's the same way. There's some people that, you know, when you're in that kind of business, that's how you make money. You just
Yeah.
have to keep hustling. It's like YouTube in a way. Like if I stopped uploading for like 6 months or something,
Oh yeah,
nobody would watch anymore. Or
Right.
my channel wouldn't be recommended because of an algorithm or whatever. Same thing with Facebook. They just said that I'm a rising star again.
It's because you're constantly posting.
Yeah.
You could get, dude, and that's what's crazy. Like, you
Yeah.
can get 6 to 10 likes, and just the fact that you're constantly putting it on there, it's crazy how it works.
Well, you're giving them content for people to react
You're
to.
pushing their business for them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
free. You're the one, you're selling yourself. So
It's copacetic until they make you start paying for.
don't give them,
For
they
YouTube or
asked for my
Facebook.
social security number at one point.
oh shit.
Yeah.
To get on a payroll. And I was like, as much as I'd love to make 15
Yeah.
cents a day.
I
Yeah.
don't trust you.
I'm not down with that.
Uh,
You know, if YouTube asks me for my social to give me money from it, I'll probably say, nah, just take sponsorships. I'll do stuff like that because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that make content on YouTube that there's no way that YouTube would monetize them because they say bad words, you know, or they have content that's extreme, you know, like Donut Operator.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he's got all those gambling websites. Which, by the way, I'm never going to have a gambling website sponsor my channel. Gambling is bad. It makes God
when's
cry.
poker night?
Huh? Yeah, I miss poker night. I'll play Uno. Uno's fun. I like that reverse card. But you were telling me earlier that you were a firefighter earlier, and there's quite a bit of firefighters, ex-firefighters, people who have served our country and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And Taylor thanked you earlier, but I didn't get a chance because I'm probably peeing. But thank you for your service, buddy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Is there anything you want to share with any stories with being a firefighter?
I mean, honestly, what I really linked the two together was that you just seen that camaraderie and
Yeah.
that brotherhood and how people lifted up the other ones and stuff. When someone fell, there was someone there to pick them up, And if somebody was hurt, everybody was on top of
Right.
it, And then just you see the bond that people start to build and the trust factor and all that stuff when you're out there in battle. And
You are in battle when you're a firefighter. You're literally fighting a fire.
yeah, and if that guy don't have your back and now you're on your own, you're screwed.
Yeah, because you were telling me about when you were in there in a mattress factory, right?
Oh yeah, the mattress factory.
It was on fire, and somebody told you they saw the concrete wall just started going like
Oh
that.
yeah, yep. That thing started bowing, and he tapped me. He was like, "Hey, we got to go. We got to go now." And we had to follow the hose all the way out because you can't see shit.
Right.
But yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. But I mean, not 30 seconds after we got out of that building. That
Yep.
building was coming in on itself.
Right.
That's how real it was. Like, damn, that's how close. There was actually a forklift in there with a propane tank on the back of it that ended
Oh.
up going off.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I've actually inspected buildings in Ybor City where there's a wall that's like 100 years old or something under
Yeah.
construction. Myself and the client were walking past this wall, and then like we hear like a, and then we both feel something touch our back, and then we hear a huge crash,
Oh shit.
and the entire wall, brick wall, came down right behind us. It basically just like touched the
Wow.
back of our backs, just like
That's how close y'all were.
it was so. Neither one of us could say anything. We just like fast walked out of the building, and then just started like
Just had a lot of eye contact.
Yeah, just like what just happened? Oh, like we just almost died.
Yeah.
It's not worth it for what I do. I don't make enough money to be murdered by a wall.
But I will say you do see a lot of firefighters, police officers, military, the paramedics, a lot of the servicemen, you know what I'm saying, out there. And I think that's something that they relate to. You know?
Yeah, the camaraderie is what got me. I'm not firefighter, military, anything like that. The main thing for me was growing up, I was in Boy Scouts all the way from being a Tiger Cub
Oh, cool.
to Eagle Scout.
Oh, damn.
So I went literally the
Pretty much
entire
went the
gamut.
whole thing.
Yeah, I just didn't get any of those palms after that
They
because
kicked
I was
me out. I was
You got kicked out of Scouts?
I got too many fights.
You were fighting people?
I was the littlest guy, so everybody always wanted to give me a hard time, man. And
See, I was the biggest guy.
so I had to
got
be
the
the
same thing.
meanest out of all my friends. I'm sure you was probably the same way.
Bro,
It's like, all right.
everybody picks on the little guy
They want to.
until they
Until
don't
they pick
anymore.
on
And
little
it's
guy.
your fault they don't
Oh, yeah.
anymore. And it's like, no, I was really just.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I ended up getting in a fight with actually my best friend and they made us. They told us they wanted us to hold hands. We're not holding flipping hands. Y'all call our parents like we're out this
Hold
thing.
hands.
Call them up. I don't give a damn.
You don't hold hands in
And they were like,
Boy
well,
Scouts.
you at least got to hook arms. And we're like, we might be able to hook arms.
How about you just shake hands and go along?
Yeah,
That's how
go
you do
along.
it in the adult world.
We were literally like camping in the same cabin. It was like, I don't know.
Hey guys, make sure you hold hands and you have to skip
That was
through
the
the
last
forest.
summer we got to go to that. So,
Jeez. No, I have a lot of fond memories of Scouts, and all of it is the brotherhood. That's why the whole, like I told the story about what got me into airsoft with the swamp sniper. It was one of the kids, I think his name was Skittles. The swamp sniper was trying to buy something from him, and he was like, "This one's 5 caps, this one's 5 caps, but this one's 7." He was like, "It's the same thing." He was like, "No, this one I had to eat a worm to get it.
oh, shit.
That's why I said extra 2 caps." I was like, that just grew my heart. I was like, this reminds me of what I'm missing in my life. I miss that aspect of Scouts, of being at camp, hanging out with no adults when you were a kid, when you were just. Now I am an adult and I don't have any parents to like tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And I have this camaraderie where we just gotta goof off and stuff. I'm not eating a worm for anything, by the way. You have nothing that's worth me eating a worm.
And I'm not gonna lie, back in my day, we didn't have no airsoft. We had BBs. We had BBs wars. Was no goggles. Was no helmets. Wasn't no. You shot them. You knew it.
Yeah, did you have the ones where you just kept pumping
Oh
it?
yeah.
You get the
yeah.
20 pump
We had
on
to
it?
put a limit on it because some people would penetrate. Like I shot my brother in the neck one time, and we had to tell my mom he got stung by a bee,
Yeah.
and she knew it wasn't.
Was that Ruger?
Huh?
Was that Ruger? Because
No.
he has the same story. He still has a BB in his neck.
Does he?
Yeah.
I was going to say, like,
No.
the neck must be the thinnest skin.
No, it was my actual brother.
Okay.
And yeah.
Did your brother like transition to Ruger Rye?
He was so pissed. He chased me until he ran out of BBs.
I get it.
I had the rifle. He had the pistol, and he ended up throwing the pistol at me. It hit the tree that
The
I was
old
hiding
black
behind.
one that you
Yeah,
shot back.
exactly.
Yeah. The
I had
days.
the old John Wayne. I was like running down a hill, pow, shooting behind me. And all I heard was, oh! And I turned around. I went, oh! I shot him. I'm running toward him. He pulls the gun on me. I'm like, oh shit! I'm sorry.
At least
I-
you didn't go over there like, don't tell mom, everything's okay.
I had our woods. I was really big on Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah, dude.
That was the shit when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I had the woods set up like that, and we had a sinkhole. Well, I dug a hole, put palmetto leaves over it, put like the oak leaves over that. So where do you think I ran when he chased me?
Right
And
over
I
it.
ran, I full leap right over it. He fell in the hole, about broke his damn leg down. He's crawling. He's coming up the hill, hollering at me, and I had, what do you think at the top of the hill?
A BB gun?
No, I had logs.
Oh,
and I
God.
pulled the logs, and all these logs, like about killed them. About killed them.
So you were basically trying to murder each other out in those woods by today's
But
standards.
we had to come to common ground before we made it home. Like, hey, you got stung by a bee,
Yeah.
because we want to keep
Get
these
our
BB guns.
story straight.
Like, come on, we're on the same side here. So eventually, I got him on my same side, and we got up there, but it still didn't pass.
Yeah, there's probably so many parents watching this.
We
They're like,
lost-
if my kid ever fucking
My
said
parents, they still have my BB guns.
that, good for them.
They never gave them back.
Mine got taken by the cops. They still have it, I guess.
Oh, shit.
I think they destroyed it. I let some neighbor kid borrow it. He shot out a window. He was one of those older kids that was like cool, but he wasn't cool. He was just a future recidivist.
And now I hear that they're still trying to outlaw it nationwide.
Yeah.
They're trying to say, like, you can't do any kind of arms training, like 3 or more, or it's considered, like, militia or terrorists or whatever the hell they're trying to
Good luck doing that with airsoft and paintball and
It's crazy.
water guns. You
Yeah,
know, I mean, you can
exactly.
call anything that. We'll make rubber band guns and we'll still
Right.
do the same thing. It doesn't matter. We're Americans. Guns are in our DNA.
Yeah, there were slingshots.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, bows and arrows. Like, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out somehow. We'll build trebuchets, catapults. We'll just launch stuff.
Y'all
at each
know
other.
all them hacky sacks back in the day? You just sling one.
Hell yeah, dude. Like, I've got a cannon in my living room.
Oh, shit.
I don't mess around with that. I I love being American and living in Florida where I can buy what I want and do what I want for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Whatever I can't buy, I really don't want.
Yeah. Dude, that would be awesome if you come up to March Madness though and do the press.
I think I might be able to do that. We'll see. We'll see how this weekend's camping.
You come out there and do the press, and you can still play in the night game.
See,
you do night games?
I do. Like I've got a couple. So one of the reasons why these months are so tough is because March 7th is my sister's birthday.
Oh yeah.
And she passed away years ago. And I told you about that. You know, she had a rough life, and when her birthday comes up every year, it's like it's hard.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anybody to really commiserate with except for my uncle, and you know it's not easy. So I mean, with the game being like the 8th, I'm probably not going to play the night game because I'm like mentally not going to be there. And like I just don't like being depressed and like
if you want to come
people.
out, just eat some good food. We'll have a cookout probably right after. My guys are going to be staying at the headquarters.
Okay.
So we'll be out there. You know, if you just want that brotherhood vibe, and just come out there and just
that's what I'm more into.
Kind of just release, you know, and just kind of. That's the best thing about airsoft.
Mm-hmm.
You go out there and literally like it's like a reboot.
Yeah, that's why, like, if I don't play, if I don't go out there and play a game, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I wasted my money. You know, sometimes, you know, you pay the $25 just to hang out with some good people.
Honestly,
for a while.
when you get to admin and be on that other side of it, you get to see so much. You get to see when someone's about to be ambushed, or you can see this guy coming around the corner and he has no idea. Or these two are just clueless and they're about to bump guns to it. You know, it's just the adrenaline that starts pumping, you see it go down.
I know. I've been taking photos sometimes, especially at Wasteland Ops, where they have those dunes, and see people creeping up on each other.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hey, guys, just remember, when you pop up, just yell bang bang.
Yeah.
Some people are really close to each other right now.
At the last one, this past January, I got in the trenches, and I could hear they got in the trenches, too. And I could hear him come up,
yeah.
And then he'd go back down. He'd come out, do his little couple bursts, go back down. And I'm just crawling, just making my way. I already set my... If y'all ever see Smoke's rifle leaned up against something, best believe I'm not dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in the shit with my pistol.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to make somebody... I'm about to cap some ass. You know, I get into a whole nother gear when I set that rifle down. I mean, you're so much faster. Yeah. You can just be stealthy as shit.
Yeah.
And so I was just making my way to him, and I got to the dune that he was on the other side of it, and I could hear him come up, and he went down that last time, and I came up and went, bang, bang, and he was like, it's like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, bang, bang, hit me. I can't believe this. And I was just like, but he caught his hit, you know, and I was just waiting on his guys to keep, they were coming, got that one, got that one, you know.
That's awesome.
And I was just using him as bait, you know. Eventually he bled out and walked back, so then I just started taking more ground. But,
hell yeah, dude.
That was a fun event. I had fun. That Red Monarch,
yeah, I missed that one too.
Bro, that was my first Milsim, bro. That was
your first one?
That was my first Milsim.
Yeah.
I'm a newbie in this sport, bro.
I was so impressed by you. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally.
That was so nostalgic.
I was calling you to be a company commander for Mini because I was so impressed with how well he did. You know, like,
yeah, he's a
our
vet.
communication was on point. And Levi, I called him and I was like, dude, can you be my XO, you know?
Yeah.
And
I think Levi's a vet too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. He's on point.
Bro,
Levi,
a blast. I don't think there was a vet out there that didn't have a good time. It was on Veterans Day, right? Or Memorial Day, one of the two.
I think it was.
But bro, that was a treat.
Hell yeah.
It was a damn good time. And honestly, with how well we worked and communicated, I'm like, I definitely got to have these guys there with me.
When comms work, bro, we're nasty when comms are actually working.
And what about that Ares Alpha?
Yeah, that was dope, dude.
And that last push, getting all them ejectors up there at the end.
The way we ended it in Sinkertown, I mean, everybody was there. There wasn't a boss or CO that wasn't around. It was beautiful.
Levi was pretty up. Like, he was pretty in, what's the word I'm looking for? He did not want me to leave Sinkertown at all. I'm like, oh, this last one, I'll go with you. I'll take you. He's like, whoa, wait, smoke.
Yeah.
You can't leave. I'm like, man, it's the second Evo. It's like, he's like, no, I need you here, man. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm staying here. Y'all got this. You know what I'm saying?
It was the hive. It was the hive in the middle of the chaos.
Yeah, it was and
so
honestly,
nice.
we never lost the Sinkertown the entire. I don't think we lost any of our bases.
No.
Now I know they got there with the C4 at the end, but they didn't take over the bomb or nothing like that. Which the C4 little element that he added that we didn't know about was pretty cool. They had objectives, we had objectives, and so that was pretty cool.
That was good, right?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron wrote that game, and I'm having. Luckily, he's writing the game for Mass Miracles for me too.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully that Mass Miracles game is going to be at least as good as Red Monarch.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I mean, at the very least, we're going to have Batman versus Darth Vader in a lightsaber battle. I mean, everybody wants to see that.
Honestly, with seeing how well Aaron and Orion put that event together, Orion's helped me out a lot with G-Unit's event.
Good.
You know, just because how well it flowed, I'm like, and how much detail he had and everything. I'm like, look, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you have to have details in some of these things, or else it kind of falls apart. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, like Orion kills it on like. It's funny. I could write something. He was like, "Damn, Smoke. You sound more southern every time I read your shit."
Do you put y'all all the time?
Oh yeah, I'm y'all this, y'all that. Get on up yonder over there, you know?
Killing yonders.
He's like, man, I gotta correct this and this. I'm like, hey, go ahead, fix it so people can understand it. But you know exactly what I'm saying, right? You're like, yep, I'm on it.
Because you're from Tennessee, right?
No, I'm from Florida.
From Florida.
I'm from Gainesville, but I moved to Tennessee just to, that was after my firefighters. I was like,
okay, so
I had to go on an adventure. I had to go find myself again once I lost my true passion, what I wanted to be.
Adventures are good.
I love the Smoky Mountains. So
they're beautiful, dude.
I went up there, and
especially when the leaves are changing.
I moved up there like the hillbillies, was the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Had everything on my trailer. Dude. It was like 14 foot tall. I had like a 40-foot tarp. I laid it down and wrapped it around. No, but I had a rocking chair up there. I was like, oh shit, man. I looked just like, I couldn't go but maybe 55 miles per hour the whole way up there.
Oh,
but I just tracked it. We came to a big storm, and I just drove right through it. I'm like, I ain't stopping. If we stop, everything's going to get soaked.
And everyone behind you is just trying to get out from behind you.
We didn't have a place to stay. We didn't have a house. We didn't have nothing to choose. I said, it was on a Wednesday. I said, I'm going today. You know, and I made a decision, and we went up there, found a place. I called a few realtors. Like, look, we need an emergency move-in. We're here. We need a place now. You know, I only got so much money, so I'm trying to spend it with y'all. Or if not, I got to go get a hotel. This ain't going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
They got me into one. It wasn't even all the way finished, but they had to come touch up the roof and a few things like that while we were there. But I'm like, just get us into a place. And we made it work for like 4 years.
Hey, man, good for you. So I'm originally from the Virginia area. So
that's where my Granny Henley and all that's from.
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice area. It just, you know.
I love the mountains, man.
It's wintertime, nuh-uh.
I don't like living in it.
No.
I like seeing it. I like visiting it.
Yeah.
But living in it is a whole other beast. Knoxville's not bad. Knoxville, you only get like 6, maybe 8 inches of snow a year. That's not bad. But it's the ice.
Yeah, Virginia, you'll get more.
Oh, yeah.
And
you'll get that probably one snowstorm.
That ice is something nasty. I mean, I remember distinctly being a teenager and having to move houses during a blizzard.
Oh, shit.
And, like, I was moving a mattress, and, like, I had it on top of my head. And, like, by the time I got to the door, it's like, it's heavy as shit. And I drop it down, and I just, like, slough off, like, almost 6 inches of snow off that thing.
Oh, shit.
And, like, this thing is just insane.
I had this bright idea. I'm like, I'm going to buy a stick shift. 6 months before I move up there, learn how to drive it here in Florida, right? Because I've driven a stick shift like young, you know, but never like in my 30s.
Yeah.
And or in my 20s, I just didn't drive one for some reason. So I was getting back into the feel of it, learned how to drive it here, and then I moved up there to Tennessee. Driving it, hauling that trailer, every damn red light I'm like trying to hold myself. I feel like I'm going to roll back into the person into me. So I burnt my clutch up in the first 6 months of being up there. But we got snowed in one time, and I'm like, man, they say it's snowed in. I'm looking out there. There's not that much snow out there.
No, you're snowed
I'm going to go down to the store and get what we need.
Sure you are.
I hop in my truck, pull down there, make it to the second stop sign, go to get out, and it went, I did like a 360 and aimed back the way I just came. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Drove my ass right back home. I'm like,
drive,
what?
pick up, goes
So
nowhere.
Yeah.
I swear. No.
We used to wear our lacrosse cleats just to walk around.
Oh yeah.
Like I would walk to school. Well, I'd walk to the bus stop or walk out to the car and those things. That way I don't slip around too much.
That's one sport I've never got to play.
Lacrosse?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun. I actually have a whole idea once they re-legalize the Enola Gays. The Enola Gay grenades are like the size of a lacrosse ball.
You give me some ideas. What if we mixed a lacrosse game mode with airsoft?
That was my idea.
Yeah, that's
Except
beautiful.
with grenades.
See, because for our night game, we're going to make. We got a few game modes that we're going to try out and stuff, and one of them is kind of like a football idea where there's a objective. It's going to be glowing. We'll have glow stuff, and you're going to have to get it and place it on their side of the field, basically, to get you a point or whatever. Then it'll get reset, and then. But there's a few different game modes. I don't want to give them all away yet. But basically, it'll be in steps. If you played D-Day at Wasteland, so it'll be something similar to that. And Deadpool's already got a lot of good game modes, honestly.
Yeah, I like his idea about the concierge. I really want that to be a thing.
Yeah.
Especially with, all these different fields that are opening up now. I mean, Gulf Coast Airsoft just bought a building, apparently. They're going to be reopening.
Oh, yeah,
soon.
I heard that. That's good.
It doesn't sound like it's going to be air-conditioned, though.
Oh, it's not? Damn, I thought it was.
I
thought that's why they were moving.
A different build, yeah. The hardships all the way through it.
Damn,
but they said that it's going to have a speed field as well. They're going to be
like an outdoor.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
No, it's indoor.
CIA and.
It's going to be a lot like CIA is now, except it's going to be an insulated building, so it may not be as hot in the summertime.
It helped ours buildings out when we insulated out our headquarters.
Yeah, I mean, you have to here. I mean, eventually I think CIA will do something similar because you can get those roofing insulation bats to go over the metal roof sheet thing.
Right.
And you can do the same thing over the exterior walls and stuff, but it's expensive. That's
it adds up quick.
Yeah. But did you have anything else that you wanted to plug? Anything else you wanted to talk about while we're here? This is not just a one and done. Eventually, I want to have G-Unit here, all of you guys.
That'd be awesome.
Like we'd have to have you guys share mics, obviously.
We'd have to be outside.
We may have to be outside too. That's another reason to upgrade my backyard to make it look nicer. Because my neighbors are all nice and quiet, thankfully.
Yeah.
We would be the loudest ones. Honestly, they'd probably come over and hang out too. So.
Especially with Miller here.
Yeah, Miller's interesting. I want him on the podcast on a solo thing, just to talk to him because he's an interesting fellow.
He is.
Intense,
he's a cool guy.
He's intense.
He has the best tactical close-ups. Like you have the most genuine one where you just have those big old white teeth. He has the weird one where like he looks like quasi serial killery.
He bought this damn gas mask. I mean, he put it on. And he loves Russians' guns, AKs.
Yeah, he's a Russian guy.
He loves. If it's Russian, he likes it, And we was down there at was it BTA? Yep, we was down there, and there was actual 2 Russian guys there. And they turned around and seen him. And they started talking to Russian. Look at Miller, I was like, Miller, them boys are eyeing you, bro. He's like, man, what the hell? Because he always talked in that accent and stuff. Yeah. It was funny as hell. I don't know if they were offended or if they felt like they had one of their brothers nearby. You know what I'm saying?
A comrade.
It's hard to tell.
We got a picture of him in cover, and he's just sticking his head out with that mask on. And we're like, dude, that looks so freaky. If you looked over, you just see that looking at him. What the fuck, Miller?
You'd shoot at it immediately.
Oh, yeah. And his top of his head was turning purple because it was on so tight. I'm like, dude, loose it. You cannot breathe in that thing, can you? I'm good. I'm good smoking.
He's good against all threats, chemical and biological. You fucking know it.
But I will say, man, he's super mature.
Yeah.
For his age,
I honestly didn't know he was that young.
Yeah.
He's like, what, 19?
He's 20.
20?
And
he's not even old enough to drink yet.
Bro, being at Monarch with him, that's my first encounter with him.
Oh, yeah.
And there wasn't a time that I looked at him for information or needed something, and he wasn't screaming it back at me.
Yeah.
Like, intense as
I
hell.
got him leading QRF for Mini 6.
Oh, perfect.
And then
he'll be good on that for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
he likes the sneaky
and
stuff.
And he's good with them comms. I mean, anytime we needed him or anything, he was on there. But same with you and same with Levi. Are you coming to Mini 6?
Yeah, no, not Mini 6. I'm March of Madness is where my money's at.
Which team are you on?
Going to be with the Squirrels, I guess, if we're... if we've got...
He's Secret Service.
Secret Service.
He's going to be protecting Poole and Miller.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I might be able to go there and do my press thing. Yeah. We'll see how this weekend goes.
Bratcher's leading the extremists, so I'm sure he'll have Push and I think there's a couple other teams.
Yeah, he'll have some. I'm sure.
It's funny when people read the backstory. A lot of people choose the Patriots right off rip. Did I tell you the backstory or the story?
No, not yet.
Basically,
let me take a piss real quick.
Yeah, man.
And then we can do that. Although, you guys can keep talking and we can keep this going.
I don't know. You're going to take your mic with you.
Yeah, I am.
But I really like the idea of, just put that tape on them, just in case.
Well, that was really good. It really helped out because where there were camo issues at Red Monarch from the walk-ons was the fact that they were taped. You can't argue with the tape, you caught yourself in a bad position and he shot you because you thought he was on your team, but he has tape on both of his arms.
On both arms. Boom, boom. And that way, no matter if they're in a ghillie, no matter if whatever.
Yeah, the snipers is what we had. Yeah. That was the one time we got into real bad friction was with the sniper. And you can't see them.
Yeah.
You can't see them. You can't defend against it. You can't bitch. You can't have a problem.
Exactly.
They sniped you, bro. Walk back.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good about not sniping their own teammates.
Yeah.
There's not too many novice snipers out there that play milsims anymore.
I like range, but I'm a rifleman at heart, just because I will get up in the shit.
I'm a DMR guy right now for outdoors. Yeah. Otherwise, it's all CQB for me.
CQB for life.
Indoor. Indoor CQB, baby. That's why I'm so happy to have Gold Coast Airsoft reopening. It's like 6 miles north of where they were originally. They're in a different city. I think Hernando City.
How far is the Hudson one?
Hudson's 20 minutes from here.
Oh, that ain't bad, dude.
You're
never going to be up there by my way no more.
I will.
Neither one of y'all.
See, up there. The thing is, Outdoor Extreme Hudson right now, they're only open every other weekend. So the first and third weekends of the month, they're open for airsoft.
Dedicated paintball, right?
Well, they're switching over. They're going to be doing both.
Okay.
Kind of like Warzone does, where they're going to have because Outdoor Extreme Hudson is set up a lot like Outdoor Extreme Orlando, where they have a whole bunch of different fields.
Do they do it more than Saturday? Or is it?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Every other weekend.
Okay. Well, that's what's
hopefully they're going to do every weekend eventually, but I am still going to travel around.
Yeah.
Outdoor Extreme Hudson is obviously going to be my home field.
See, that was really our goal. Our whole first year we played, it was strictly Wasteland. I think we might have went to Warzone a few times. But then our second year, I was like, one, we need to switch it up. We need to get tan and green. So now we can flip and go to either side. We can see if we can flip. If this one side's won it 2, 3, 4 years in a row, let's go to the other side and just try to see if we can bring back a victory.
Yeah.
But not only that, we wanted to check out all these other fields.
Yep.
And so literally the second year, now this is like, going into our third year, basically. Mm-hmm. We're kind of like, we've been more focused on our home field, Warzone, which we're still traveling around to seeing other fields, and we're doing a lot of milsims.
Yeah.
Like, we've been to, I think, 15 or 16 milsims since we formed the team.
I've seen you at every one that I've been at. Were you guys at the PFC Jamie Riley one?
Yep.
That's right, you were.
Yeah, we've been to 2 of those.
That's right, you were. You were in the video. That's right. I asked you to be on the podcast.
That's
right. We do so much stuff with airsoft that it's hard to figure out what the date is. Thank God for these videos.
And then you've heard of the Resistance, right?
Yeah, I'm a member.
Ying
I'm in the thing, and I got the patch behind your giant flag here.
Nice. But the Resistance, honestly, was, I'm really proud of the Resistance. One of how we handle ourselves as a group and as an alliance, and then what we do out there on the battlefield, man.
Yeah.
And then not only that, we get together, we have training, we do all this stuff.
I need to join you guys on that. I need to start doing more training stuff.
It really is helpful, because a lot of things, I'm good in the bush. You put me in the woods, that's my backyard. That's why we like guerrilla warfare.
Okay.
Even though we can still use that concept in a city, atmosphere, but there were certain things I never knew, like how to breach, you know what I'm saying? And bounding just came natural to me, but it was good to see it done the right way. You know, you're seeing it from vets. Like, look, this is how you do it, you know? And it makes a lot of sense, you know? And,
it's something we need to incorporate way more. Myself and this guy, Andrew, shout out to you, Andrew, we were bounding at the PFC Jamie Riley game. We only got 2 bounds in, and then we got a shot, and then he like fell down a hill.
It's easier to do with more people because then you got a lot more firepower, suppressive fire going down.
Right.
It's super hard to do with just 2. You
know,
really, you need 2 at each cover. You know, one watches one side, one watches the other. Yeah. There's no need to come out above your cover.
Right.
That's when you're going to get shot. If you just hunker down and guard your window, and he's guarding his, the only spot that's really not guarded right now is the front of your cover.
Right.
So then you have, you know, Breezy and his guy, they're on another cover, and they're doing the same thing at us. Now that he's covering in front of us, I'm covering in front of y'all. Literally, you just keep crossing that, and no matter if you have to spread it out or whatever, and you just cover them angles. The more angles you cover, you're going to shut them down because they're either going to push you or you're going to even be able to pick them off.
Yes.
You know?
The more you train with somebody, the more you learn their cadence, you learn their movements.
Yep. And you build the trust factor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once you have that trust factor, you can literally like look at somebody and just have that, like, you know, they know, or even just a hand signal we've never even used before.
Yep.
But now you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do a resistance training.
But I mean, honestly, it just builds that bond and that trust factor. Once you have that, it's like you're pretty much unstoppable.
Well,
you're going to get shot, but you just know your guys are going to be holding that down until you get back, you know?
Yeah, we need to do more resistance group trainings. And, you know, Outdoor Extreme Hudson would be a great place for that. There's CQB. And
see, we got
everything.
guys from Tallahassee all the way down to Miami, you know?
Hell yeah, dude.
So it's like teams from all over. But we all come together. We put our resources together. We try to go to all these. Now, some of the smaller events, you know, we just try to even out the odds. You know, like at Red Monarch, the Reapers went on the other side. You know, and well, like at this one right here, we got a team or 2 going on the other side. You know, and that way it's like so it's still a good competition on both sides and not overflowed on one side. Now on the big events like Serious Viking, 500-600 GTI and stuff like that, all together, you know. And like when we go to Serious Viking this year, we're going to probably be taking a half dozen techs, Hummers, trucks, all of it. Tri-Arts have 2 or 3 themselves.
Waterfowl just built a dune buggy type thing.
I like Mallory a lot.
Yeah, he's good. He'll be on the podcast soon.
He's good people, man.
He stole my chicken, and I gave him his name.
He's got a few.
I gave him 2 things. You got to give me something back, bud.
Yeah, where are those patches, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
As a matter of fact, drive your dune buggy over here and give me the keys, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, the patches are clean.
They're nice.
They are so
nice.
These good people, man.
Yeah, I was recruiting Mallard to be on G Unit, and he's like, "Well, Smoke, you know, hey, yeah, I already got my own team." I'm like, "What? I'm like, what are they called?" And he told me, he showed me the patch. I'm like, "Damn, I can't even argue with that no more, man."
Yeah,
like,
Waterfowl Airsoft.
You know, I said, "Well, you know, you got G Unit support," and I was like, "Anytime you want to run with us, I want you to run with us."
Just give him a G Unit patch. He'll be happy with that.
Oh yeah, I believe I have given him one.
Okay, he got one before
he gave me
Good
one
job,
of the,
buddy.
He gave me one of the waterfowl. And
I still haven't got one of the Waterfowl ones.
I was surprised.
I only have one of yours,
throwing
bro.
patches left and right. Don't you lie like I haven't re-upped you on patches 5 times.
I got one. I got one right here.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll get another one. I'll rep it
I
on the
love
best.
that you'll give away my patch. That's what I do like, because you know you'll be reimbursed. Like, absolutely.
I did, dude. That's how I got
Wait,
this.
which one's your patch?
Dude,
This
I
is
gave
right
you
here.
one at Monarch.
This one right here.
My
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Okay.
So I traded.
Yeah, and I was like, let me get one of those G-Unit patches, and you were like, I don't give those to anyone.
Did I say that?
You didn't say it so crass.
He doesn't give these to anyone.
Did I give you
Did
one?
you say bro after
I
that?
didn't give you one.
No, because you were like, bro, this is you were good on the foundation of a team members only, and I accepted it. I respected it.
Look, he might be bipolar. Okay, maybe you met him on his bad day.
He was in character.
Yeah. Dude, but I traded his patch for this one, and then the Jason one.
Well, my bad about that.
Jason
I am pretty
Walker.
uptight about my patches.
It's all
though,
good,
you know?
man. It's all
I
good.
will
If
say
mine
that.
was a team patch,
And see,
it might
like,
be different.
and
but-
see, we're sponsored by Warzone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, before he's made us some sponsorship cards now with all my guys. Before it was the patch.
Hell yeah.
If you had the patch, you know what I'm saying, you were in. You know. So now, but I got one in the
Bro,
car for
it's
you.
all good.
No, now I feel
Take it.
now I feel
Oh, I'm
bad.
gonna take it. I'm good with my weight. The weight
Well,
is worth it.
I'm
We're all
glad you
patch
reminded
wars,
me.
man. If someone's giving away a patch, we're gonna take
Yeah,
it.
I'm surprised I don't have a patch wall. I've got so many patches. I've got to get me a
Bro, it'll change your life.
I'm gonna start just buying patch walls and just giving them to random people when they show. Maybe that's the gift I give to people. Like, here,
Hey,
Dude, I would take one.
display
for sure.
all your stuff,
it's
bro.
like the best $17 you'll spend.
$20 max.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And $20
that's-
you usually get a free patch.
That's what I really like about the patches. I mean, it's like a memory. As soon as you
Dude,
see it,
yeah.
boom, it puts you right there.
Dude, this whole wall here, it's all nothing but memories. Even like random ones, like the Stay Rad one.
Yeah.
Like, not only do I remember that I got one from Warzone Airsoft, but I remember that I gave one to him.
Yes, and it is on my carrier at all times.
Yeah.
I love that fucking patch.
So it's not just that patch; it's another patch that's not even that patch that I gave to somebody else. So I have got two memories.
And it was you. Like, my first message to you on Facebook was, hey, I just got into Airsoft.
Yeah.
I noticed that you live around me. I really dig your patch idea. And then I stole the shit out of it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it, bro. I don't care.
love
I stole my patch idea from the U.S. Army.
Yeah, right? Propaganda works.
Yeah, man. I wanted something that reminded me of Boy Scouts, like to get back to that camaraderie thing, because that's where I really felt my brotherhood. I felt it there, and when I was at St. John de Matha, nobody you guys know who that is, but it's my high school alma mater up in Maryland, and like that was a place where like I was a nerd, I was a band geek, I was able to hang out with Travis Garrison. All right. Hopefully you're going to hear this, but Travis Garrison was like the big man on campus who now has his own show in Washington D.C. talking about
shit.
sports.
Oh, damn.
Like he was an amazing person, and I remember distinctly, Travis. If anybody ever tries to cancel you, call me because I have a story. I was the fat, weird kid with braces. I smelled weird because I didn't shower properly and stuff like that. So I
You
always
hated deodorant.
Yeah.
I don't want it, Mom.
Exactly. So I always ate alone in the lunchroom. And one day there was just no seats for me, and I walked by, and Travis Garrison literally grabbed me by the hand. He was like, "Hey, bro, you need a seat?" And he like physically put me in the seat to sit there, and he talked to me.
Yeah.
And he had the rest of the basketball players talk to me, and then I had a bunch of friends.
Hell yeah.
And then from there, it just kind of snowballed where I wasn't like that weird loner guy, and here I am now. I'm able to talk to a couple people on a podcast on.
In high school, you always got all the classes, or all the different, there's the preps,
Yeah.
there's the rednecks, there's, all the, all of them. I was just friends with everybody,
Same.
And now I'm sure there were some in all those categories that didn't like me too, but like my senior year, I got most flirtatious. I would flirt.
Because you were a
If I
social
seen a
butterfly.
girl down and out, nope, I'm about to pick her day up,
Good for you, man.
If she was super smart, damn right I'm about to flirt with you. I need some help. I'm failing over here, All them smart girls, they got the advanced class, or they've already took you what you're going through like a month ago.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They already
man.
got all these side notes. I'm like, hey, hook me up. You look great today.
Yeah.
That's perfect, dude. That's the way it should be. That's the way Airsoft kind of is. We've got police playing with felons, veterans playing with conscientious
Isn't it
objectors.
cool when
Probably.
you see them all get out there? And I mean, from people from all over the world too.
Mm-hmm.
Like just on my team alone, I've got like 4 or 5 different regions where people are from.
Yeah.
From South Africa to like all over the place. And we are all like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And it's just like this is what the rest of the world needs to be like. It's like I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you believe in, you know what I'm saying? And I don't care what your skin color is. I judge you on your actions, you know what I'm saying? And I think everybody should be that way.
Yeah, and Airsoft is a great way to display that because you're testing your integrity almost second by second.
And like you said, with the cops and the felons and stuff like that, like you see them side by side out there working, and it's like, this is what we're all about.
Yeah.
And you can put all the the labels and the things that we carry around with us in our real world life. Just set it to the side and just be one.
You see real human nature. You see what humans are
see
really
that, hey,
capable
we're
of.
really not that different.
No.
Like,
You
we're
strip
not
away the
different
titles,
hardly at all.
that's all that's left.
That's
You
all
know,
it is.
because I mean, like my class, I'm probably like a dirty white collar class, and then there's other people that are blue collar class. There's some people that don't even have collars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people that are almost like one step away from homeless.
Yeah.
Still all in
Like
our
two
community.
wife beaters in the winter.
Yeah, exactly, man. But they're our brothers, and you know when they're suffering or something like that, we help out.
That's
Exactly.
That's why I plugged it last time, but pretty soon I'm going to be starting something called the Airsoft Scholarship Fund,
Oh, that's cool.
which is something that'll be Patreon where people can donate to it. I'm going to donate to it, and it's basically going to be to sponsor people that can't afford to play airsoft, preferably ones that are already in our community to play.
A chance to get out there and just.
I have 2 people
really
in mind
is
already.
like therapy.
You know one of them.
Like,
I'm not going to out him here because it's not nice to say that someone's broke. But
it
he's
happens to
not
all of
broke.
us.
He's thinking about his family.
It literally
we're responsible.
When the real world is not a kind place all the time, and it's a tough place to make it. Like, literally, I have so many dominoes I have to line up and get them accomplished just to give me the chance to go out there every other Saturday.
Right.
You know, it's just like, especially for these events, there's so many things I got to prep up and get ready and line up and get done before this happens. It's like, it takes there's so much that can go wrong that just stops you. Levi was going to be my XO for Mini 6. He's not able to make it.
Really?
His car broke down, and his shifts, the way his shifts are, he's getting off at like 1 a.m. Saturday morning, and then has to be back like that night, or I think something like that. So he's not going to be able to make it. And
well, Levi, you need to contact me about your car. My neighbor's a master mechanic that's a mobile master mechanic.
I told him, we could find a way to get him there and get him back.
We've got plenty of people in our community that could just drop by with a...
But you know how Levi is. He's like,
People have pride.
Yep, and there's nothing wrong with that, And
there is something wrong with it when it's keeping you from playing airsoft, Levi. Don't be a dick. Let us help you.
But it's his job as well,
I know,
and you can't risk your job.
I get it. I'm
and
joking.
he will be at March of Madness. And that, like I told him, I said, man, if there's anything I can do to get you there, let me know. If not, no hard feelings. You know what I'm
No
saying?
judgments. I get it.
There's plenty of events that's going to happen in the future,
Yeah, I mean, for Christ's sakes, I mean, we've got 2 that we keep mixing up between us.
They're
just
so
coming
close.
up right now.
Mini 6 and then March of Madness.
And they both have M's in them. I mean, come on. Couldn't you call yourself anything else, like the Ides of March, maybe?
I had no idea. I talked to Matt. I'm like, Matt, I'm putting on an event in March, G-Unit base, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, pretty much centered around them. They're going to be secret forces. I kind of like gave him a kind of lowdown on it. In March, he's like, oh. I was like, well, I'm having a Mini 6 in March. I'm like, what? He was like, oh, competition. I'm like, no. I said, the absolute, completely different. No.
I can guarantee
no
you he was joking with you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He said it was not. I'm like, no, we need to work together. I want to be able to go to both events. And all these guys that come to the Mini 6, that's like a lot of the locals and stuff, and a lot of the guys that,
They're the same people coming to March of Madness.
The same people.
I guarantee you the exact same
roster. We need to space it out, you know what I'm saying? And then he actually moved it to February. So big shout out to Boyle for doing that, to make it possible just for people to be able to come to both. And he's going to be the CO for
the Patriots.
For the Patriots at March of Madness.
That's why I was going to go with the Patriots, because I killed Matt last time I played with him.
Matt and Linder's going to be his XO. And Matt and Linder, like Boyle and Linder, they kill it as CO and XO. They really do communicate. Matt's a great leader.
They own a business together.
He's very vocal. Yeah, you can tell
he's good on comm.
Yeah, and like you said, he'll get right up there in the shit with you.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. I mean, he's there to have fun.
I kind of give him a hard time about how he runs, but I mean,
I give him a hard time about how
he's
he
normally
dances.
carrying a heavy ass LMG, so
Oh, you're talking about Linder?
No, I'm talking about Bull when he used to run with that LMG everywhere he went.
Oh, I didn't know him back then. I know him when he started doing random dances by himself, and I think they call it flossing. You're not flossing, by the way. That's not flossing. I don't know what you think flossing is. I've seen the kids do it.
Oh, God.
Whatever you're doing is like what I would do if I heard about flossing.
I can't do that move either. Yeah.
I don't care to do that move. That's not a real move.
My
I'm
daughter
gonna
comes
do
up
that
like,
when
"Come
you're
on,
dancing
Dad,
with a chick.
let's make a TikTok." I'm like, "What?" And first off, you should know about TikTok. And second off, no, I can't even do that.
TikTok is evil. I'm not allowed to have it on my phone.
Yeah.
Company won't
I
allow
had to
it.
take her off YouTube too. I'm like, no, YouTube for kids only.
Yeah.
But then you got to watch the commercials. The commercials are worse than the damn
Dude,
shows.
and honestly, there's some of that stuff YouTube for kids that people I just watched a whole documentary on
Yeah.
it. Like they purposefully put like Spider-Man is kidnapping the chick from Frozen, and then he's eating her.
Yeah.
You know, he's murdering and eating her, and it's like
And that passes, but you can't say abuse. You can't
Abuse.
say suicide.
suicide.
You can't say rape.
I don't want to say that.
But yeah, you can pass that shit off under the kid's profile.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
It's creepy,
insane.
dude.
And looking at the kids' books in schools and stuff.
Yes, the rhetoric is off the
It was this one called like My Furry Beaver or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
My dad's in jail.
Dude, oh my God, Primus should sue them. They had a whole song called Winona's Big
gotta
Brown
see
Beaver. She shows it to all her friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Titles that are out now. It's like normalizing abnormal. It's
That's
terrible.
creepy, bro. Some parents are just, they should be put
Yeah.
in jail. Absolutely put in jail. Like, and like, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but I got baptized last weekend.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you the video afterwards. I'll post it. I've been like I said,
Reach around.
February or March. What?
What? Bro,
Reach
what
around the
site
what?
are you on?
This is the beginning of that book
on.
I'm telling you about.
Let me insert the Pornhub thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drum solo.
There shouldn't be reach around in any children's book.
She stuffed that fairy mound into a swimming
This is
suit.
because Brenda found out she had a furry beaver when she went to the beach.
Oh my
It was many
god,
thought
bro.
were cute. Some who saw it laughed. Others were just stunned. Brenda's beaver was hanging out, soaking up the sun.
Put your beaver away, Brenda.
To talk, they covered up her beaver and took her for a walk. Brenda, dear,
Wait
listen.
till she talks about her
I want to help
friends.
you out. Your beaver needs a makeover. It really needs it now.
Oh my God.
You don't seem pushy, said her biker friend named Kim. Your beaver is too bushy. We just think it needs a trim. Savannah pulled her beaver back to show off what she'd done. Hers had a nice long landing patch. It looks like it'd be fun.
Like, why does the kid need to be reading that though? You know, it's like
I
that's
don't know.
hilarious.
I don't know, man. That's
It's
so weird. So that's an actual children's book?
Yeah.
Catherine
I
It's
mean,
called Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber.
If I was 12, that would be my favorite book. That would literally be my favorite book. I would be reading that every day and quoting it.
Brenda's
Like,
Beaver.
Brenda's beaver is shaggy and is in need for a trim. Her friend has a landing strip.
And our other friend has none.
Yeah.
It's
Her
like,
other friend went bald.
Bald beaver.
Yeah. There are bald beavers out there. You know
but
they
yeah,
have
there's
alopecia.
shit out there that no kid should be fucking reading. You know?
Dude, and they tried to cancel, like, did you ever read, because we're around the same age, I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm 39.
Did you ever read Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they canceled that recently.
Oh really?
Yeah, they said the imagery was too scary. So they actually re-released it without the
Imagery
artwork.
is the best part of that book.
They took the artwork out of
Scribble
it.
drawing.
What
Yeah.
about the Christmas song they took away also?
Oh, they've taken away.
But then
a
that
lot
was the
of it.
same time. What's her name? Something B. Callie B. What's
Cardi?
her? Cardi B. Yeah.
Oh, God.
She had the WAP.
WAP.
Yeah, the WAP.
Oh, I remember that.
That's
It would come out at the
classic.
same time. Now that's the number one, but we're gonna take away this Christmas song like that.
Yeah.
That Eminem
like-
is still a thing. Like when I grew up, the things that were said on record, on album, and now, I mean, he's even censoring himself to not be canceled. But it's just
It's
like
crazy.
if y'all went back to '99,
Oh my
come
God.
back here with me for
Well,
a
we
second.
still had freedom of speech.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they would literally have heart attacks hearing that stuff. I mean, just
Oh, yeah.
just watching the Boondocks. I think a lot of people couldn't watch the Boondocks.
Boondocks
With
Uncle
Riley.
Ruckus.
No, don't give the hoe the cheddar biscuits, Granddad. And then Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus.
I mean,
That
my
was before-
God.
that was before Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, but they got canceled, and my buddy Marcus, who's, he's a black guy. I know you haven't met him. He'll be on the podcast eventually. I mean, he and I were talking about when they got canceled. He was like, it's the same thing that happens over and over and over again. The media does not like seeing black people being black people and then being accepted by white people.
Yep.
They're trying to keep us apart, and it's like I could totally see that because the Boondocks. I talk about it with all three of us are white. We all love it.
Yep.
He loves it too.
Yeah.
All my black friends love it.
Love it.
The only people who don't seem to like it are people who are pulling strings and stuff like that, who are trying to keep us apart. Because we all love. I'm glad you don't have a mic right now.
We got to start over.
Yeah.
He said the JOO word.
So good.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Like he told me about that. That's the thing that like I've kept in my mind forever. Like
Absolutely.
them trying to cancel Dave Chappelle. It's like everyone loves Dave Chappelle. It doesn't care about how much melanin you have in your skin, where you're from, what language you speak.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves that guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I'll tell you who else is hilarious. That's really like blasting the hell out of people.
Yeah.
Cat Williams.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, he just outed the whole Joe Rogan universe.
Dude, everybody.
I love Joe Rogan still. I'm never going to
Honestly,
hate him.
I'm actually going to see Cat Williams live in April. Yeah.
Is he here in Tampa?
Jacksonville.
I might have to make that drive. I might join you on that. I love... Dude, Cat Williams, he's in Friday After Next.
Yeah.
A pimp named Slickback.
Yeah. No, he is a pimp named Slickback too.
No, that's in Boondocks.
Boondocks,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a crossover. But like, he has my favorite line where it's like, someone invites her to something, he's like, hold on, let me check my Palm Pilot. I got shit to do. He goes back and hangs out.
He's hilarious.
And like
Yeah.
he got that clamp on what's his face's nuts. The big swole guy.
Oh,
the guy that Terry Crews.
Yes.
Terry Crews, thank you. I love you, Terry Crews. Please come on my podcast.
He's honestly, he's one of my favorite actors too.
I know. I'm pissed at the whole thing that he had to deal with getting groped and whatnot. Apparently, he had the same thing that Brendan Fraser had. But
Oh shit, I didn't know.
yeah, someone tried groping him and like doing the Hollywood molester thing with him.
Well,
It's
here,
like
come-
that's Terry Crews.
Come
Like,
to this island, I got a perfect package.
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, this island was formerly owned by this guy named Einstein, Geoffrey, some guy who doesn't own it anymore. He definitely didn't kill himself.
He
I
has
mean,
died 3 times.
or no, he definitely killed himself. Sorry, he committed suicide. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I know we get off on tangents, but I definitely need to get a camera for Taylor and a microphone for him.
Yeah, we're in here.
I'm gonna,
Three-way
yeah.
bandit.
I'm going to be upgrading it. I found the Rode mics where I can swap these out with like high quality ones, or we can like change the levels if I'm louder than you or whatever. It'll
Need a boom man.
yeah
So we're about making beats.
yeah. I want to do that because I've got a couple of short movies that I want to make, and I want to make them in a cheesy 80s style. We have like boom mics that are getting into the screen all the time.
That's what I expect to see you out there. He comes. It's like how is battle going? Look, fucking get down! Like
That's the plan.
I'm being shot at. It's going fucking great.
Combat's correspondences.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about battles when I see you coming around.
Really?
I'm like, man, this is, I don't know, it just makes it
I'm
puts me
good
back
at
in
taking
World War
pictures.
II or Vietnam.
Yep.
And that's another thing that Outdoor Extreme reminds me of is like Vietnam with the creeks and the palms and the elevation coming up and down. It's like, it's going to be cool, man.
Yeah, Outdoor Extreme literally has a field called Vietnam.
Really?
Outdoor Extreme Hudson.
Ah.
And it's a beautiful. We played it with 10 people, where it was me, my neighbor, and the 2 neighbor kids, and Brian, which the Cuban cigar was delicious, by the way, versus snipers with ghillie suits. And like we got rolled,
The
dude.
trees were talking, were they?
Oh, I bet.
Dude, they weren't even talking to each other. They were just laughing at each
That
other.
was, the first, that was the first bit of like gear I went and bought was like a Viper hood.
Okay.
That didn't go like, so it wasn't full body. I could just throw it over, still have my kit on and everything, still get to everything. But dude, when I laid down, like people would just walk over you. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, let's let your whole squad get up there. And they come up, whack, 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 whack.
Yeah.
They turn, what the fuck, man? We're on the same team. Like, nope, you see this tape?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
No, I'm just a creepy snake in the grass.
Yeah. That was before I had a team. Once we had the team, it was like, all right, now we can kind of like, and I always had a face mask on, but then
Yeah.
after you play for a good year, I couldn't breathe. like trying to keep up with these young bucks. I'm like, you know what? I got to shed some gear. And
Yep.
as soon as I shed that, I wasn't getting foggy no more. I could breathe a hell of a lot better. I could last a lot longer. And whenever you take cover with a mask, you're all like,
You don't care. Yeah, it gives you that invincibility.
you
potion,
see
you
what?
know?
You ain't got a face mask. You're more like,
Yeah, I don't do that. I do the quick peeks.
you're real peaky. You look like that mouse that's like around the corner just staring at you. Like you are like you damn sure ain't just sticking your head out of cover.
You get the. I did a lot of Indian chicks, so you get that Indian neck. Where you're just like,
Belly dancing.
yeah, you're just kind of peeking out like.
You see it like,
It's the Bollywood neck.
I don't think I'd shoot you if you did that. I was like, dude, this is too epic.
I might do that.
Pull out the phone and
here.
just
Might do
record
that.
that shit.
Play like the.
I don't know.
You play that music. Yeah. I can't say the music, but like, dude, if you're ever looking for Bollywood movies, watch Three Idiots. If you've never seen Three Idiots, that's like the best Bollywood movie you will ever see. It's so funny, dude.
Oh man.
It is so funny, but it also make you cry at the end.
Oh.
The suicide warning, by the way.
Oh.
It's an Indian movie. Of course, there's suicide in it.
Someone's got to stab somebody.
Yeah, no.
Normally it's themselves.
Someone's got to throw themselves. They jump off of stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're like the Japanese.
They do
in that
Assassin's
way.
Creed without the hay bale at the
Yeah,
bottom.
they don't do the. They don't do it like that, but like their whole depression thing. But yeah, like
Next in line is just always Spartan kicking the next person. Let me see what you're looking at.
dude, I've been thinking about doing a short film like that, where like we have some paintballers come up and start talking
dude.
trash about airsoft, and like look back at someone like Taylor. He's got like the long flowing hair. Just has the turn around like this
I'm
is
not gonna lie.
airsoft.
I have asked many people, like, why? Like, why have we not had a battle of 100 airsofters, 100 paintballers? They're like, man, honestly, it would be a good competition. They said paintballers would probably rule the day up close because that's where they're deadly at.
Quite possibly.
But
I'll give you my best friend.
airsoft would be so much range.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And would the paintballers call their hit?
Yeah, yep.
Well, that's the
gotta
thing. They may
call
not
it.
be used to that.
My biggest one, and even at going to Warzone in Wayne's World, when I came home, I had to wash all
yeah.
the paint off my
Yeah.
gear.
Have you ever seen someone throw one of the grenades that sends out paintballs?
I haven't, dude. I've seen them.
I've seen someone do it.
I
Dude
would
was
be
like
airsoft
coated.
mad.
He was so pissed.
I would be.
I was just like, I was trying to, I'm like, bro, like,
Is it paintballs or is it just straight
Yeah.
paint that they injected in
I
there?
don't know.
I thought it was like paint that just kind of.
And he was covered. I'm like, I did not even know they could use those out here in Arizona. I mean,
Yeah, I've seen
you're
them.
definitely
at,
hit, though.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
you're definitely hit.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Deadpool
You're a
salsa.
different color.
They're like
He
the
was
size of a
if
regular
that shit would have
pineapple
gotten in my barrel. Like, and I think that's why. That's what a lot of people
That
tell
would
me.
be my
They
main-
said is because if any of that paint gets into our barrels,
Yeah, bro.
it fucks up our guns.
But what if we had, paintballers versus airsofters, where we're both like we have games where we're only playing with airsoft guns, and we have another game where we only play with paintball guns.
That would be
Now that
your
would be-
best.
Because
that would be the most even.
because
Yeah.
we're not used to the paintball guns, they're not used to the
Everything
airsoft
is
guns.
HPA, right?
We
And if
probably
we're-
couldn't afford all the paintballs. They spend so much damn money on that. I see them
Well,
just dumping
just
those.
keep 'em quick games.
There's $20 on that.
No.
Yeah, just a quick game, semi-auto. Just
We'll supply the beat.
I was about to say-
You supply the paint.
Yeah. We could get. Hey, Matt, I'm just saying, Striker Airsoft can sponsor our little game here and give us a whole lot of free BBs and stuff.
Let's find out.
Because they're the best
If any
BBs.
paintballers out there.
Because they're the best BBs on the market.
Let's find out who slangs the nastiest ball.
That's a good idea. That
Yeah.
ball slinging game.
Yeah, yours are bigger, but mine's are faster.
Yeah.
That's the name of the mill. Some slinging balls.
Yeah.
Mine might be more accurate too, depending on the weight of my balls at the time. But the weight of my balls also varies between
I want to come up
CQB.
with a claymore like that you could step on, and it'll just like release something, and then just like
Dude, they had one at Holy
It's
Cows.
silhouetted in paint.
yeah.
There's one at Holy Cows that shot water out.
Oh no, that's
That's a cool idea.
I wanna get
one
a
of my
ton of
guys
those for
created a
summertime.
claymore that he can hit the button and it shoots BBs, but he set up one to shoot baby powder.
Oh.
That's a good idea, like a chalk marker.
Yeah, like a chalk
Yeah.
marker.
Interesting.
And he made that himself.
Huh.
That's Wolf.
Well, they sell them on on Amazon. They've got like a little spring built into them
Yep.
where it just kind of is like a little spring launcher.
Yep.
But you know, the last time I looked at them, they like doubled or tripled in price
Oh yeah.
because of the whole.
They are pretty cool.
Yeah, the EG.
At at the Ground War.
Which, by the way, I've got plenty of.
What?
It's got the plug.
Man.
Oh yeah.
We got to talk when we get over here.
You want one?
These are
Oh,
this
yeah.
is
There you go.
Austin Tea Party shit right here.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
that's your gift for
I'm
coming
gonna
on the
hang
show.
that right here. I know.
You know, you give me a gift, I'll give you a gift. To all the future guests, bring me stuff. I like things.
Phoebe patches.
Yeah, but I am going to try to make it to your game, at least for press.
I think you would really enjoy
I think
it.
I'm going
And
to.
it'd probably be good for you just to kind of get
Yeah.
around, be with a bunch of brothers, camaraderie.
Yeah, this
Some
weekend
good
I need to be
food,
alone because
you
I'm going to, like I told you, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to rip my shirt off, howl at the moon. I'm probably going to eat something alive.
You want to see that Bigfoot I saw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the big
You're going to the same place, bro.
If I see Bigfoot, I'm going to arm wrestle that dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to leg wrestle him. Be like, come on, bro, lay it down on the ground.
Do not breed this Bigfoot.
Yeah.
If you hear
Hey,
something,
if it's a Bigfoot chick, it's been a while for me. I'm just saying.
Hey, replenish the population.
If that Bigfoot chick is thick, I might be having
We
some
all
fun.
have Neanderthal DNA.
she's
Like,
gonna be whistling at you.
Maybe. Hey,
Two thumps means it's available.
yeah, two thumbs means go.
Yeah.
One thumb means no.
like your safe word is.
But yeah, man.
Uh,
Honestly, if you hear something gore, don't answer it.
Don't
Just-
investigate.
yeah, I'll try not to. It's probably going to be a panther.
It's probably gonna be another Drew out there.
It might be another dude just like me. You never know. Look.
Steve, I'm Drew.
What's your name?
Hey man, let's get together. Let's burn something, bro.
Fuck you, Drew.
Yeah. Hey, just like that.
You know what I was doing yesterday?
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Building this bonfire.
It's like that meme or whatever where the dog is looking at the other dog. Is like, hey, what's your name? Well, there's Kyle. What's your name? Fuck you, Kyle.
Did you see the one with the Russian pilot and the Ukrainian pilot? It's like they both shot each other down and they're both coming down with their parachute. He's like, and you hear the Russian say, hey, I don't know, whatever
What's
he
your
said.
name?
He said, what's
Yeah.
your name? As they're floating down, I'm going to kill your ass. Fuck you.
I'm gonna stab you when I get on
You
the
shot
ground.
my favorite plane.
And by the way, if you're a Russian over there, you better call that line. I'm just saying, you're going to die. The casualty rate's apparently 50% over there, man.
Oh, man.
We did have.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say we did have an address for Spicy's drop for
yeah.
all his stuff, but apparently the place that we had the address for got bombed.
Oh, shit.
So they're going to another
don't-
place.
Don't put out that address.
I'm not. I don't even have it. Tori told me she had an address, and she was like, "Never mind, it got bombed." Like, all right,
Wow.
damn it, all right.
So my FedEx order, is it getting returned?
Yeah, I guess so. But like, I was gonna.
Did
I mean,
I get insurance on that package?
all he wants is tobacco and fake tobacco, and naked pictures of Ryan Reynolds. I
What
can't,
are you trading for?
dude, and like.
Baseball cards and shit.
Cards of
And he
fucking
wants
bubble
patches
gum?
because apparently he's trading patches
Hey,
over
wait,
there.
that's what you're trading for?
No, he wants patches for cool Russian shit. Like if we send it over there, he'll trade a patch for something else.
Oh, that's
I sent him 5 patches. He sent me back a picture with like his units with all wearing my patch on them.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like, well, please don't die with my patch on you. Like that, it's not worth it, bro. Like I know it's
Yeah,
red.
please don't.
It's like circular.
When's he gonna be back? Spicy.
I don't know. I think he said he was going to be there 9 months, but I think he's kind of playing it by ear.
Yeah.
You know, it's very good. So, I mean, we're going to send him that care package.
Spicy is the perfect name for Spicy.
It is, dude. I had
He gets intense out there on the battlefield.
He does. And, like, I had my pastor, I went up to him because I told him I was going to have him added to corporate prayer. And my pastor, like, I told him, it was like, his name is Ryan Spicy. I'm leaving his last name out. And he was like, Spicy. He just kind of laughed. He was like, dear Lord, please bless Spicy. And keep him safe over there. Like, the only thing, he was kind of laughing the whole time. I was like, yeah, I know, you're not used to this whole stuff, but I am inviting my pastor and our youth group out to play airsoft.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Because his name's Jeff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call him Pastor Jeff.
Like, dude, honestly,
Yeah.
airsoft is good for so many things. Like, I honestly feel like what Ruger said, it's like therapy.
It is.
It
It's
truly
yeah.
is. It's like I said earlier, I'm like, I might physically be tired, but mentally I am refreshed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go for another hard, however long it takes me until I can get back out there.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's just, it's like taking your phone when it's just jammed and you reboot it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like now everything's back in order. You're good to go.
Yeah. Mondays.
Everybody needs to have something like that, whether it's
Exactly.
the gym, whether it's fishing, whether it's just going on nature walks. I don't give a shit. Kayaking, bike ride, whatever it is, you got to find it.
Mhm.
You know, because it's those little. The world is tough, you know, so you got to find those happy moments and soak them up. You know?
They're very few and far between sometimes.
Yeah.
And my neighbor said the exact same thing you said, and he's a drag racer. And I kept trying to get him to come play airsoft, but he's like, "Nah, I don't feel like that. You know, I'll come shoot my real guns with you, but like, I don't want to run around like that. I want speed. You know, what he wants is to go from like
He
0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
But he's looking for a adrenaline rush.
He is.
You get out there and start getting shot at. Tell me there's. I was a firefighter.
I'm gonna
That
talk
was
about
the
that.
closest thing I could
I've
feel.
done this for real.
Yeah, and you still do
Monarch
it.
Was incredible. Like
Yeah.
there was, I think I'm narrowing it down now that I've listened to all of these podcasts and everybody speak on it. It's a test of integrity.
Yeah.
I have integrity. I'm bringing my integrity somewhere. I get to see it from this man and this man and this man, and that's really what it is you're getting that repayment for being a good person
Right.
with integrity.
Yep.
And you're enjoying yourself.
You're enjoying
and you're
the hell
staying
out of
in shape, and
Yep.
you're like, it's like therapy for the head and
Yep.
for all the other shit. It's just, it's all, and some people use it, some people's like, oh, well, all airsofters just use it for training. Incorrect.
I don't.
Now,
Incorrect.
I mean, yeah, it is cool to learn
wanna
shit,
get
you know what I'm
loose.
saying? But
Yeah. I'm
you
here
should
to have
just go
fun.
out there to have a good damn time,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, like, who's getting paid to play airsoft? You know?
Dutch.
Not me. Dutch the hooligan.
I love
airsoft
Dutch too,
camp
man.
bro.
Dutch is intense, you know what I'm saying? But I think this just like, you know,
Dutch is the one that made me want to go to the HPA.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's also the one I learned how to do my mag pulls from watching him.
and Dutch will.
I was like, I didn't know you
and Dutch
pulled that
don't give
one
a shit.
first.
He's gonna call it fair. If he sees something, if he says something, I'm like, I gotta honor it because I know he's not gonna bullshit me.
No.
If he's called me out, and if I do something good, he'll be like, that was pretty impressive, Smoke. Like, this shit, I'm like, I'm out of breath, I'm about to die.
You're talking about Dutch from Warzone. I thought you were talking
Oh.
about Dutch the
I
hooligan.
was talking about because we were talking about who's getting paid to play airsoft.
Oh.
That is the forefront of my mind.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
there's plenty of dudes.
So Taylor was talking about Dutch the hooligan.
Yes.
I'm talking
Smoke
about
was talking about Dutch from Warzone.
Dutch from Warzone is also hearts to him.
I love that guy.
I love it.
My whole heart.
Everybody loves Dutch.
One of my guys asked me last time. He was like, "Are you mad? Like, are you mad?" He
Yeah.
was like, "I'm always mad," but he has a little small face, you know. And it's
Yeah.
just that's Dutch, you know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
stern voice.
Yeah.
Dutch is the reason why I have viewership in Denmark. I am positive. Same thing with
Yeah.
Koi. Like Koi, I have viewership from the Philippines and Vietnam. I think solely because he's in my videos that they're like saying like, "Oh, there's an Asian guy that he's playing with, awesome," or they're saying like, "Oh, there's a guy from Denmark, he's Dutch. We'll follow that guy. We'll watch him." You know, yeah. I appreciate your support and stuff like that, but
Dutch is good people, man.
yeah, so is Koi.
And he's straightforward,
He
you know
was
what I'm
a hell
saying?
of an actor.
Don't ask him a question unless you want the honest answer. But that's how that's how I am.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, don't ask me my opinion unless you really want my opinion.
Right,
You know?
and he's part of that coalition between Warzone Airsoft and Gulf Coast Airsoft, where
Yeah.
Dutch and
And honestly,
Deadpool.
all the fields. He just went down there to Outdoor Extreme. You know?
Yeah, I hope he comes to Outdoor. I hope that everybody comes to Outdoor Extreme Hudson
And
for
he
the
loves
26th.
to play. Like he
does.
He does great reffing, but
I
he
got
does
great
not want
photos
to
of him.
ref. He wants to be out there in the
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
you know?
he likes to be on the front lines. He likes to be out there getting shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Nifty
likes
for how
shooting
big he is too.
teammates.
he and I. He's slightly smaller than I am,
Yeah.
but he's like infinitely better.
And when he's out there on the field, he's all hunched over and fucking hobbling.
I know, I
going
need to
from
do
cover
that.
to cover. I'm like, motherfucker.
Dude, I'm starting to
I'll
do-
have him pinned, and just for a second, I'll check my left, look back, and I'm just seeing him make that. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, he's nifty.
See, he and like guys like you are making me go to the gym and doing workouts that are going to make me better for airsoft.
You know,
Like deep knee bends.
it's just like that brotherhood that pushes each other
Right.
to do better.
Yeah, and our
It really does. You know, we say it a lot, and you probably hear it a lot in the resistance, but it really does. It makes us better. You know,
iron
the
sharpens
more
iron.
I thrive with competition.
Yeah.
Like, please, like at every Milsim I've ever been to, like I'll go strictly to the CO. Like, look, what's your toughest task? Give me that. Give my guys this. You know what I'm saying? Because we will get it done no matter what. When we went to Serious Viking, that was like 300 against 300. Huge, biggest event we ever went to.
sounds awesome.
I went to the CO and I drew up a route that I wanted to take my 10-man team, G Unit, to the center, the heart of the city, and build a fob right there, not where we could respawn, but build a base right there, a bunker, and just clear out everything and control the center of the city. And we did. And then once we took that, because he came to me, he was like, you know that plan you drew up us? I said, yeah. He was like, I want just your team to do that. You don't need to tell anybody else your plan. That's your goal. You
Hell
do
yeah.
that. And then we did it. We called it into him. We moved up a few more blocks, took it over, and literally the last hour of the first Evo at Serious Viking 2 years ago, Serious Viking 4, we was on the front lines holding back the tan side from coming into the city for the whole last hour. And I'm ready to push this last objective. We already got 2 behind us. We've already captured, you know. I'm like, look, we got 1 more. We can make a push. And we were getting in position to make that push, and we called back to command to let them know. And they was like, no, just hold. We're like, we can make a move here, you know what I'm saying? We got a small window, you know what I'm saying? We got to go. You know, they're like, please hold. There is no reinforcements around you or coming. You are the only ones on the field. We're like, what? Like, I didn't believe it. I'm like, I took half the guys to the other side of the road. Now we got half. Now we're coming in at 2 angles on this building. I'm like, last 5-10 minutes, we're going hard. And command once again, please hold, please hold. And I'm like, all right, we'll hold.
Yeah.
You know, we'll hold. And literally, one of the refs came over there. He's like, you know, I ain't supposed to say shit, but these tan guys are bitching and moaning. They was like, they are trying to send every airstrike they can at y'all, but they don't have the airways because your CO has his drone hovering above your building, and they can't shoot an airstrike on top of the whatever that was, whatever boundary that was.
Interesting.
And so they couldn't airstrike us, and they thought we had a whole company. There was 12 of us. You know?
Oh, that's funny.
And literally, we were Pops was in there too with us. Boyle, they were in there with us.
Pops, you're on my list. Please, I need to reach.
Pops will be someone you definitely want.
I know. I'm going to reach out because I need someone to smoke a cigar with.
We started flipping the picnic tables that were in there over and sliding them up. We barricaded ourselves in this building. And the ref stepped in. He was like, "What y'all are about to do is a war crime. But if you slide that back about 3 feet, where you're not blocking them if they come through." That's okay. Slide the tables back. Slide them back. We're all breathe. Just
get the measuring tape out. Make sure it's 3 feet.
And when they ended, we came walking off the field. It was a ghost town. There was nobody on. The command was not lying. There was no reinforcements behind us, and that was just felt good that we was able to hold back.
Congratulations.
However much that was that they were sending at us. And when we came walking back into the spawn, you could see all the green players like looking up dead tired, like, who the hell are these guys? Yeah. Right, we're the front line.
Yeah, we're the people that held them back.
Yeah. And you know that event, before that, Tan won every one of them. And Green won by 30 points. It was 35,000 points they totaled. We won by 30.
Damn.
So it was like, I told my guy, like, that little window, man, that meant a lot.
That was you guys that got those 30 points, I bet.
And of course, it's all the other players playing with you, doing their part and everything. But still, when you do your part and you get those victories, you're like, all right, it really paid off.
It's huge.
It feels so good.
It's just a good moral victory for you, and also for your team. And it's also a validation for your team that you guys have been coalescing properly, and that you're able to actually accomplish your mission.
That was the first event that I told the guys, like, we woke up Sunday morning because it's like 3 5-hour Evos.
Yeah.
We went the first 2, and literally guys were dropping in that second Evo, starting to drop, 2 drop here, 4 drop there, 2 drop. I'm down to like 3 guys left. I pushed my guys way too hard. When I got back, like, guys were throwing up, guys couldn't get in their car. I'm like, fuck, dude, I pushed my guy. I wanted to see our limit, So I pushed everybody to their limit. No, we can do more. No, we can go to the others. Let's go to the other side of the fucking map because we haven't seen that yet. Y'all want to do that? Yeah, do it. And it just burnt my guys out, myself included. We woke up Sunday morning to go up there. I rolled out of bed. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yep.
I'm like, I put a thing on the chat. I'm like, how about we just go get we don't play today, and we just get a really nice breakfast, you know what I'm saying? And we just chill out, and then we head back, you know, and everybody's like, yes, that's awesome idea. Please, you know, like, yes, agreed. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know, but that's an event, dude, you will truly love. And
I'll
we
try
went
it out.
without text. So you're literally walking back to spawn a half a mile if you run out of lives.
That's kind of the way I like it, you know?
Is it multiple days?
Yep, it's 2 days.
2 days.
You got
overnight. Is it?
It's like you got 2 5-hour evos the first day, and then like a 4-hour evo on Sunday.
So not overnight.
Not overnight. Okay. It goes into the night. So which
you
is
have night play,
right? You have a few hours of night play,
but you're not going to be sleeping in your tent worried about getting grenaded. You're not going to have to sleep with your high pro.
Shit, shower, and shave out there in Battlefield. Some of them events that Pops go to, he could probably tell you some stories. Like he goes to week-long events. Like he's on a whole nother level.
I know. He invited me to one where, for one, I would not be allowed to have a GoPro because it's not period accurate.
Oh yeah.
And for two,
you gotta have the underwear, the socks, like everything to a T.
Everything. You can't even have your a digital watch.
Yeah.
You know, and number two,
you're like cell phone. What? Shoot that guy.
Yeah. And for the second one, because of the World War II event,
bird with a little note. Everybody's shooting the bird.
Yeah, because it's a World War II event, they won't allow women to play.
You got a blimp just hovering above y'all.
Because women didn't fight in World War II.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be down to play one of those, but like, it's super LARPing, but you don't, like, I would have to get some sort of period accurate camera, like I want to do for the
like one of them that you're like, that would be awesome.
You're like literally running around.
I'll be honest, that's what I picture you carrying every time I see you. I just picture that's what you got. You might be holding the phone and all that.
Yeah,
I'm picturing the old school.
That's what I want. Like I want an actual like video camera, like the old school kind that we like camcorders. Cool. They used to go on the.
You would need a camcorder guy, so you're like talking in front of them.
That's my plan. And I also want to do another one where I 3D print a replica of that.
Yeah,
but it takes 40 mic shells so that someone else can be like fake recording and then just like, oh yeah, screw this guy. Boom!
You know, what's the movie? The Mockingbird. That movie.
Mockingbird.
You know, with the one chick, they're all in survival. They pick one from each area.
Oh,
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Okay.
Yeah, I never saw that flick.
I kind of want to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it for this event, but my future, what I want to do is set up cameras all over the battlefield.
Yeah.
And then now we can record it from so many different angles. So when it's done, I can put together a video, release it, and like, boom, here's March of Madness. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to see it from all these different points, just like you did in the Hunger Games. It was cool how it would be on a tree or something. You're seeing it from and you had it all over.
I've had that idea too, especially for Gulf Coast Airsoft when they reopen. It's hard though, because that's a lot of money.
That's just like nowadays. What we would do is just have everybody as many people wear GoPros as possible. And all the admins.
If they could give you all the raw footage.
That's what got me all of my subscribers was Monarch. I was the only person with footage online.
Good for you, man.
It landed me. I never 50 subscribers.
Do you got like a counter right back there?
Yeah.
For you? See, I don't have all that yet.
Yep.
I'm literally when I first got a helmet, I got shot in the back of the head by Pops, and I swear I seen a star as big as that damn light right there. And I went down to my knee. He shot me in the back of the head, and I just leaned up against cover. And I'm like, hit. I'm like, what the hell? Like, someone really shoot me? Like,
I'm sure.
And it was Pops, man. Pops had a damn deadly rifle. He's deadly with it. And I tell you what, I ordered a helmet that night.
Yeah.
And when it came in, my head would fall over to the side because I would be going and lean out like, oh shit, lean out. Yeah. So I made myself wear it for like damn near a week straight at my house, just sitting. My baby girl's like, Dad,
that's a good way to adapt to
Are you having a gun practice today? I'm like, no.
I've never seen you play without a helmet.
Never.
You know? I've never played with a helmet.
And gloves. You know Gage?
Oh, yeah. I always play with gloves.
Gage at Wasteland?
Yep.
The one that hurt his leg?
Mm-hmm.
That fucker shot me in the finger. I was in my ghillie, and I popped up, and I shot him and his homeboy. But when I shot Gage, because I shot him second, we traded. He shot me in the knuckle. I couldn't knock on the damn door for like 6 months. I said, never again will I play without gloves. Bolt gloves that night.
I'll best you with that one. My first game ever, I played without gloves at Holy Cows. I was up at a window, shooting through a window. Somebody shot, hit the tip of my thumbnail,
Yeesh.
broke about half of it off.
Oh,
just kind of snapped it back and it was just kind of hanging there. I was like, oh my God. My first airsoft injury. And then luckily someone had clippers where I could just like clip off the rest of the nail.
Oh, man, yeah.
But like I lost half my thumbnail my first day on airsoft.
Yeah, I've seen a few people lose nails.
Yep.
I shot this one guy. We were at one of the local fields, and we got in close quarters. It was like 5 versus 5. You know, everybody had one life. Once you got shot, you just step to the side.
Hell yeah.
And we get close, like probably 20, 30 feet from each other. He's coming out of cover shooting. I'm coming out. We're trying to hold your cover the longest so you're ready for them when they pop out. And I timed it right. He kept tucking in. He'd take a couple shots, tuck in, take a couple shots. So I timed it. And then on that last one, I called him. And all I see him do is go, and he just turned around and slid down. I'm like, oh. And then I hear the admin calling quits. I'm like, oh, my God. And I walked over there and I looked at him. And he took his glasses off, and the BB was stuck right underneath his eye. Like, in his eye. Like, when he blinked, it, like, came out a little bit. When he opened up, it, like, sucked in some.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, don't move. The guys, there was a girl there with long nails, and she's like, here, come here. And she went, and it popped right out, and it just started leaking. So we walked him off the field, and he had a black eye by the time.
I can imagine.
And he took it like a champ, because he said, he was like, well, I guess I need a better iPro.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But
that's one of our, I think that's everyone's fear with airsoft is, your iPro is not sufficient.
Yeah. And see, I like low profile iPro,
Yeah,
and
we're the same. We wear the glasses.
And it's just, I bought all the fancy one, the goggles. I bought the little fog, the X-Fog thing and all that. I'm not good with any of that.
No. No, I use the Wiley X because I have a prescription. Obviously I wear glasses. But Wiley X through Sports RX, they're the best. But, yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to I think we've gone for probably about 2 hours here.
I'm sure we got a ton of shit we went over.
Yeah, I mean, there's no set time limit, but...
Yeah. I feel like we went over everything. You got any questions or anything else?
No, I'm good. I think I'm going to do my best to make it to your game. I know it's your first
Everybody
one.
definitely come to March of Madness.
March 9th at Warzone Airsoft. Be sure to get your tickets online prior so that you can get your night game in.
The night game
8th.
and camping will be free, and it's March 8th if you buy your tickets early. If not, just show up. And say for the people that just want to come out and do the night game, they can't do the Saturday or they don't want to, you can come out and pay $25 and just play the night game.
Oh, yeah.
So I made it set up to where basically whether you buy your ticket early, whether you buy your ticket on spot, everybody's going to be able to play.
Perfect. That's the way it should be.
We'll be less lenient. We're not going to be super strict on your dress code and all that. Try to make it look towards your faction. We have it all laid out for them, but everybody's going to have tape on each arm to kind of clarify any confusion.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I think that would be great because that's something that pops up with a lot of other milsims, especially the mini milsim.
And see, I got a lot of the Warzone refs helping us there.
Perfect.
Dutch is there, Mallard's there, Orion, myself. So we got a bunch of guys that will do good reffing.
Perfect. Yeah, so it'll be a fun time had by all. If I'm able to make it out there, be sure you're going to see the red
He's
vest.
going to be there, folks. He's going to be there.
I'm fairly sure I will be there. This weekend I'm going to make sure that I go extra crazy. That way I can get all these stupid, depressive emotions out of my body so that I can go have fun with my peoples.
Oh, yeah, man.
But, yeah, if you're able to make it, make sure you make that this weekend. I don't know if this is going to be up by the time Mini Milsim is out, but... Go support Striker Airsoft Industries. They're a great company here in our sport. They're doing great things. Support their games. Buy the BBs. Buy the vests. All that good stuff. It's all good. I'll be getting my gear review of the Gen 2 stuff out shortly. But
I want to try this red dot.
Yeah, I got it right here. We can actually play with it in the backyard if you want before you leave. I've got both versions.
Oh, shit.
I've got the cool
I was
color.
thinking about buying one.
All right, yeah, I got both of them. So, you can futz with them all you want.
Awesome.
We got plenty of time. But,
honestly, Bull is bringing a lot to to the airsoft world.
He's doing great
Him
stuff.
and Linder,
Yeah.
they're doing great. And honestly, I like Stryker a lot. I've been using their BBs and all their stuff for as long as I've known Matt.
Same. I've been exclusively Stryker since I started talking to him. I don't use any other BBs, batteries,
right,
gear. I mean, my vest. I only use the Stryker stuff now. But what I love is what they're doing for the community. That they're not doing it just to make a buck. They're actually doing it to improve our community, which is what I think you're doing with this game. It's not just to make money; it's to have fun.
Yep,
and
which
honestly, is what our sport is all about.
That's what I really took away from Deadpool as well. Is that he's not all in it for the money. He's in it for the community and people coming out there and just having a good time.
Right.
And he's been very lenient on just how to set it up and make it to where, because I told him we mentioned about people that's been banned there and stuff like that. I'm like, look, I want to respect y'all's list. This is your field. You know what I'm saying? If they've been banned, because yes, of course, every event host wants to have as many ticket sales as possible, but if there's been issues or whatever, then I'm totally cool with honoring y'all's list. And
some of the people on that list are awaiting trial too. So I mean, it's probably not a good thing.
Honestly, I don't even know all the ones on the list. I just told him, look, I'm totally cool with honoring that. So
if Deadpool is banning them, you should know that. I mean, if Deadpool
something
can't take them, like there's something really bad that happened.
Yeah,
like Deadpool is
and
one of the most
leading
people.
That's why I think they do so well out there. You got to have good admins. I don't know how many events y'all have got to go to, but an admin can rule in a whole event for you if or just a regular day.
Just a
much
regular
less than an event when you spent all this money. You got a hotel, you got all this other. So having those event or them admins that know what they're doing, but can keep a level head. Because you got to keep a level head. You start screaming at people which screaming does come out sometimes, but at the same time, you watch your language and stuff and just be respectful.
We had that recently where one of the last game days I played, there was a lot of cheating going on to where I can't even make a video about it.
Yeah.
Like I straight up mag dumped a guy, like put 30 rounds in him.
Last time I was at Warzone, one of the admins hit checked me. And I turned around and I looked behind me, and Miller was like 30 feet behind me. I'm like, dude, Miller, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So I turn around and I keep shooting. I get shot in the butt again. I'm like, dude, I'm about to get, this is not the time. He's like, it wasn't me, Smoke. I'm like, oh shit. Then that was either friendly fire or an admin shot me.
Right.
All right, hit, and I walked back to spawn, came right back in, and got right back into my position. It's really that simple.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I get my honesty checked by people all around me. Even when I'm just sitting there in the parking lot, someone will throw a BB at me and they're like, did you feel that? Like, yeah.
But one thing admins need to do when they do hip check somebody is they need to let them know. Like, hey, I just hip checked you. You know what I'm saying? Call your hits even if it is friendly and all that.
Right.
Which I totally agree with that, But
yeah, if I get
I literally thought Miller was... there's been times we can't get each other on comms. You shoot right next to him, like, get their attention, like, hey.
Well, I just...
And he shot me right in the butt. I'm like... And I turn around and see Miller. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, that was definitely Miller. He was like the kid that got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. So he wasn't the one that had his hand in the cookie. It wasn't me, Smoke. I promise I did not shoot you.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Yeah, he's a sneaky bastard. I told you about how he's doing that at the PFC Jamie Riley game.
He's like, I'm going to move these guys over a little bit. They're in my way.
Like, you need to engage further left, so I'm
y'all are arguing? Okay, well, guess what? You're hit now.
He's taking that sheepdog thing to a whole nother level there, bro. But, do you have anything else you want to plug? I mean, you got your business, you got your game. I think we covered all those.
Yeah. We talked about Cat Williams, Bigfoot.
All the big names here at Airsoft. All right. Well,
yeah, man, I'm good.
Well, perfect.
I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, it was great sitting down and finally getting to talk to you.
Sure.
Like most people, I never get to talk to you for more than probably 2 hours. Here is what we did.
Wow.
But hey, cheers, and
yeah, man.
And this was Adventures in Podcasting number 6, I believe, with Smoke of G Unit, and I think this is something we're going to keep on doing. I'm really having fun with this. I've done 2 this week, and I could do another one on Friday if I felt like.
I think it's good for the sport, man. I call it a sport. I know it's a lot of people.
It is a sport.
They call it a hobby. I'm like, bro, you have no idea.
If you're sweating, it's a sport.
Competition between.
I've heard, people say, oh, golf is a rich man sport. I'm like... They've obviously never played airsoft.
I play golf.
It is not
I
cheap.
have put way more money into airsoft than I
I
have
bought
in
a set of
golf.
clubs like 15 years ago, Wilson staff, for like $400. I still have them. I use them every time, you know. And I talked to Gage whenever I first started. Like, how much money do you think it takes to kind of get started? He's like, "Oh, you at least need $1,000 to $3,000." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, if you want good shit." I'm like, "All right." And then I looked at the gun; it was $500. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that stuff adds up quick."
Yeah, everything adds up. But you know, the nice thing is, you know, once you got it, you can keep using it.
Yeah.
Golf clubs sometimes get outdated.
But it definitely is a sport. I want to get it to where we do state for state.
I think we will. I
think
can see that happening, like Florida versus Georgia.
I mean, hell, let's take it all the way to the top. Let's do Olympics. Let's get 300 of the baddest fuckers here in America. You pull it on, all you Europeans, you know.
that
Let's
would
go.
save the Olympics.
I'd like to see Novridge out there. I use all his own shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's only right I can go heads up with him at
Call
least
outs.
once.
Call outs.
That'd be awesome.
Hooligan, Novridge, admin.
Swamp
go.
Sniper.
Hey,
Yeah, let's
we are
try
ready. We are ready.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I think we're going to end it here. And we'll have some post podcast discussions for sure. But this was Smoke of
All right,
G
bro.
Unit, Clinkies,
Yeah, man.
and we'll see you all on the next one.
Deuces.
All right. I'll finally get to stand.
Ah, pull the grenade.
Oh, my sciatica.
Oh, shit.
All right. Perfect. Turn off.
Wonder how many beeps you got to put in that thing.
Oh, I don't censor this at all, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said the fuck word a few times.
I think I did too.
We was having good times, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of it. Why aren't you turning off?
They're still recording us.
Take your bike off.
Oh shit! There's another one.
Okay, how about we do